To be a Steelers, consider others before you consider yourself. To protect your brother, even from himself. To give support at your own expense. And when wearing the black and gold suit of armor, make sure nobody desecrates it, disrespects it. Most importantly, we ourselves don't dishonor it. Is to earn the approval from previous legends who have donned the black and gold. These virtues I learned while playing for the Steelers are what make the legacy of the black and gold timeless. They are passed down in the locker room from the steel curtain to anyone who valiantly wears the black and gold. Creating a brotherhood that is deeper than money, business, and winning. To be a Steelers, consider others before you consider yourself. This is our culture, Steeler culture.
Now, here are your hosts, Rob and Dan, the Steel Twins.
Oh man, Steelers Nation, how are we feeling so far today, huh? How are we feeling, Steelers Nation, bro? Omar Khan, man, he is cooking. Just a little bit. He's cooking just a little bit, man. He has made some moves. He has made some re-signings, and he has made some splash plays, Jesus. Splash decisions, splash transitions with this Pittsburgh Steelers football team, bro. Dan, how you feeling?
I can proudly say that we have a better wide receiver, too, and cornerback, too. That's all I can say.
No doubt about that.
It's the one thing I wanted them to fix in the free agency. I was hoping something I'd hope they do immediately, and immediately they did. They didn't even waste time.
And that's the thing, because we were live literally just yesterday, and we were like, the Steelers, you know, they got cap space, they got this, you know, flexibility of what they can do. The question was, how active are they going to be? Because they have 12 picks for the draft. How active were they going to be?
They've been pretty active, man. They've been pretty active today. They re-signed Asante Samuel Jr. They re-signed Cole Holcomb. They traded for Michael Pittman, and they just signed arguably the best corner on the market, Jamel Dean. How about that?
They making moves, bro.
I'll tell you right now, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I like these additions. I think they're upgrades. We got Pittsburgh 110 with a 199. I said, Rashid Shaheed or Brisker next, please. I'm also hoping they get a guard, because we need a guard. They could bring Sayamalu back. What's his nuts from the Packers? Just got cut. Elton Jenkins, he just got cut.
Jenkins is gone there.
That makes sense to bring him in.
He is not a
put him at guard.
center. He is not a center. He is a guard.
He is a guard. They could bring him in, put him at left guard right there. They got Michael Pittman. They got Jamel Dean. They got upgrades. They have made moves. Omar Khan is making splashes in free agency.
And
yes, he is.
It is two of the most important positions outside quarterback, but we talked about that position, that the Steelers for sure needed to fulfill, that they had to address, that they had to take care of, that they had to fill. And no doubt about it, that's exactly what they did.
Yeah. Yes, they did.
Michael Pittman, he's a Steeler. Jamel Dean, he's going to be a Steeler.
And what more could come? What more could happen? Because they need guard. They could go safety depending on what they want to do with Ramsey.
Maybe they go out and acquire a running back too, because we did lose Kenneth Gainwell.
Yeah, Gainwell's gone, man.
He's gone.
That kind of put a damper on my day. Like, we traded for Pitman. I'm like, all right, Oh, we extended him too? 3-year, $59 million new deal? All right, bet.
Yep.
Bet. I like it. We got Jamel Dean. All right, bet. Man, I was in a good joy. Then I heard Kenneth Gainwell. I was like, damn, he went to the Bucks.
Went to the Buccaneers.
So you just can't keep them all, man. And James Pierre went to the Vikings as well. So good for him. Those are two dudes that really stepped up for us last year. I didn't think their roles would be as significant as they were, but they worked their asses off and they made themselves some bucks. And good luck to them in the future. They had awesome 2025s. Gainwell led the team in receptions.
Yes, he did.
James Pierce stepped up when Darius Slay couldn't do nothing. And they earned themselves some big contracts and they found new homes. So I wish them the best. But the Steelers, they got two new dudes in the new homes now. Michael Pittman is coming to Pittsburgh.
That's right.
And Jamel Dean, opposite of JPJ, dude, that corner duo. Let me tell you, that corner duo is filthy. Jamel Dean was their corner 1.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's going to be their corner 2.
Yep.
Wherever you want to start off, man. The chat's feeling it right now. They're feeling the good energy. I'm liking the moves. What does this mean for guard? What does this mean for safety? What more moves could we see in the coming days? Maybe when we're live. I have no idea.
Well, it was just 1 year ago where we were live talking about the free agency period before it happened last year, and that's when the Steelers traded for DK Metcalf. So it's the 1 year anniversary of when the Steelers acquired DK Metcalf.
I find it funny. Yeah, I find it funny that their two top receivers are both trade acquisitions.
Just
DK
a year
Metcalf
apart.
and Michael Pittman.
Just a year apart. So it's National Steelers trade for a wide receiver day. So what's in store next year?
I maybe a quarterback. I have no idea.
Who knows at this point, right?
But what I like about the additions of Pittman and Dean is, they're guys that are getting older. Pittman's, 28?
Pittman's 28. He'll be 29 during the regular season.
And Jamel Dean's 29. He'll be 30 in October. So are they guys that are aging on 3-year deals? Yes, they are. But are they good players still? Yes. Are they improvements? Yes. And what I love about it is this doesn't take away the opportunity or the idea of still selecting receiver and corner early, because they still have mad early picks, and many of them in the top 100.
That's right.
Like I still want to go receiver early, because you gotta look at it this way: Pittman's here for at least next 2-3 years, and then you're gonna have to replace him. I say go grab a receiver early still, whether it's round 1, round 2, whoever falls, right? And then you can still take a corner depending on if you want someone that's versatile as hell, you want someone in the slot, depending on what they want to do at Ramsey. They still have all the flexibility in the world in the draft to still take such positions early, which is a good thing.
Exactly.
Like, it fills the needs now. It's improvements. They made splashes, but you can still get quality depth and still get role players you need, because we're still going to need a wide receiver 3. We still need a slot corner. We still need solid depth at each of those positions.
Yeah.
Plus, obviously, safety, guard. Who knows what quarterback's going to be? Malik Willis went to the Dolphins. $45 million guaranteed?
Yep. What's he getting? $22.5 million per year?
That's ridiculous.
I'm not surprised by it.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, it just made sense with the Dolphins connection, with everything over there. Dolphins getting rid of Tua Tagovailoa, finally. So it makes sense. I'm not surprised by that.
Icy Rose 1199 says, we got splashes, but translate these to success. That's the thing. Yeah, that's the reason you bring these guys in, is hopefully there are improvements that can lead to better success under Mike McCarthy. Where do you want to start off, Rob? You want to start with Michael Pittman, as that was the first thing we got?
Let's talk about Michael Pittman. Now, the Colts, they have resigned Alec Pierce. He is staying as a Colt. He's getting a 4-year, I think it was a $116 million deal.
Jesus, what is that, 28 a year?
Something like that, off the top of my head. Alec Pierce got the bag. There's no doubt about it.
Alec Pierce is making $29 a year.
29. That's a lot.
$84 million total guaranteed. That is insane.
Yeah, that is overpay overload right there.
But we knew, like, either the Colts are going to bring him back or they were going to cut Michael Pittman, because you can't have both. Michael Pittman had a rich contract with the Colts. He had a $29 million cap hit this year.
Yeah.
He was bound to make $24 million. The Colts were going to get rid of him because, well, they needed to. You can't keep both Pierce and Pittman. They were going to get rid of him. So I was thinking, if they extend Pierce like they did, perhaps they release Michael Pittman, save however much they're going to save, and then the Steelers are an immediate attractive option. Except the Steelers didn't even let him hit free agency, because they're like, hey, we got a bunch of late-round picks. Let's do a late-round pick swap and go get Michael Pittman and give him a new contract. That way we lessen that cap hit and extend him, fixing our wide receiver problems for now.
And that's exactly what happened. So as far as the trade terms are, it's just that the teams are swapping late round picks. What those picks are is not exactly out yet.
But you're getting Michael Pittman for late round picks.
And he is gifted a new 3-year, $59 million contract from the Steelers.
Yeah, so essentially a 2-year, $35 million extension.
Pretty much.
So
Which I believe that's around $19.5 million for Pittman per year.
which is good value.
Considering the wide receiver market nowadays.
The wide receiver
not
market
bad.
and what he brings to the table, that's very good value.
That's not bad.
If you look at the wide receiver market, he ranks at $19.5 million average a year, right? That's a little more, I believe, than Cortland Sutton.
Really?
Actually, I think that's less than Cortland Sutton.
Less than Cortland?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, actually, I'm sorry. It's less than Cortland Sutton. It's a little more than Jerry Jeudy. It's less than Jacoby Myers, Chris Godwin, Devontae Adams, Calvin Ridley. I mean, Nico Collins. Like this is a good value. This is a good extension for the Pittsburgh Steelers. They got a good deal out of him. They lessen the cap hit, and he's going to be our wide receiver too for at least the next 2-3 years.
Yeah.
And we can still draft the position early, which I would 100% do. This is the move they had to do. Is he the splashiest player? No. Is he the fastest player? Is he a complete burner? No, but he's a very good possession receiver. Is he the route technician we need? No, which is why I want us to still go receiver early. But he is a tough, big body receiver. What is he, 6'2"?
6'4".
He's 6'4".
6'4". He's basically the same size as Metcalf, just an inch taller.
Holy
same build.
shit.
6'4", 229, I want to say. Maybe a little lighter. He's a big body wide
6'4",
receiver.
223.
223. I apologize, Pittman. Yeah, he's a big body wide receiver.
That's a big guy next to another big guy in DK Metcalf.
Yep. That's your ideal wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2. Steelers finally fulfilled the wide receiver 2 position.
They
finally.
did. Yeah, they did. Now, wide receiver troubles hopefully aren't really a worry. We still need a route guy. We still need a route technician. We still need a little bit more explosiveness. Maybe that's Roman, but that's asking a lot from someone that didn't really get a lot of opportunity last year. So that's why I still want them to address receiver early in the draft. And eventually you're going to have to replace Pitman in at least 2 or 3 years. Whoever you select early, if you select a receiver early, is ideally the replacement. Almost like what the Seahawks did with JSN. They had Lockett, they had DK, and they had JSN. And now JSN's the number 1 and going to get Boku bucks.
Yeah, big time.
That's kind of the formula I want the Steelers to take. We got DK. We now got Pittman, which is good. It's a better wide receiver room than last year. We have a, for sure, really good, dependable wide receiver, too, with strong hands, and he's a tough receiver. And he's a blocker, too. We're still going to need someone else. Hopefully they select that guy in the draft early on.
Yeah.
I love this Pittman addition.
Pittman, I mean, he's going to fill that wide receiver 2 role pretty nicely. Whatever you ask him to do, whatever you need him to do, he's going to do it. He did it for years with the Colts. Is he the same player that he was just 2 years ago when he had a little over 1,000 yards? No, but he's still a very dependable target. He's got strong hands, rarely drops the football. Strong, he's durable.
He had
and he's
7
reliable.
touchdowns last year.
He's a touchdown magnet. That a guy of his sheer size, that's gonna be a target in the end zone. I mean, like when the Colts were winning early in the regular season, he was one of the guys getting those touchdowns for him.
Right.
I mean, Pittman, he has those capabilities as a wide receiver too. That's where he's going to fit nicely.
He's a prototypical wide receiver, too. He is. So I like the Pittman addition. I like that they actually went and got a receiver. And the extension of him is much more desired than what the Colts contract was. Now they lessen the cap hit. They keep him around. And it still doesn't take receiver off the board early.
No, and that's the idea. And I hope that's what the Steelers are thinking because they still need to fulfill wide receiver.
But getting this guy for that contract for a late round pick, I mean, you're not going to get many Michael Pittman players in the late rounds.
No.
Not very often. So getting him for that kind of value, for that price, it was a no-brainer for Omar Khan. And the Colts, they were going to get rid of him anyway.
So yeah, they'll just take whatever late round pick they wanted.
They essentially got a bag of chips for him. It's better than getting nothing. They were going to cut him, so it's no skin off their boat. But for the Steelers, it's an improvement, and it's a good addition. So Michael Pittman, welcome to Pittsburgh, and I'm very excited to see, I guess he'll wear number 11 for the Steelers.
11, I don't like with the Steelers. I don't. But Pittman's a good target. He's a reliable player.
He is, man. Dre with a 999 says, depending on pending trades, our first 3 picks should be lineman and receiver, corner, late draft or next draft. Give Howard 2 years. If the older players don't like it, sound like draft picks to me. Get them going. I hear what you're saying. Essentially, keep the team young. keep the team as young as you can, right?
Yeah.
Like, obviously, we don't have a quarterback, but the team is still building around so that whenever we get that quarterback, he has a good foundation underneath him. He has a good support system, a good cast. And that's what Khan did with Pittman. Whenever we get a quarterback, where that's Howard this year, which isn't the worst idea, or we go get a quarterback in 2027, Pittman's still going to be here, hopefully another early receiver that we select this year. They're giving him a good cast. And for the defense, corner was a serious need because we were thin. We had JPJ, we had Corey Trice, we had Dante Kent. That's essentially it, right? James Pierre was a free agent. He left to the Vikings, unfortunately. Good for him.
Good for him.
Massive props to James Pierre.
Vikings going to get a hard-working cornerback, bro.
Steelers, they extended or they signed back Asante Samuel Jr. 1 year, $4 million. It's a very good prove-it-year deal, and he can compete potentially in the slot, and he's good depth behind now newly signed Steeler Jamel Dean.
Jamel Dean was the top cornerback heading into free agency, at least in my opinion.
Yeah,
he was definitely one of the top free agents in general heading into free agency. We mentioned him when we were live talking about possible free agents or the Steelers free agency wish list that we had. We brought him up, but he was one of those guys that I really didn't think the Steelers would show a lot of interest or even try to acquire him because of the market that I thought he was going to have. But looking at how much the Steelers got him for, the contract that we got for Jamel Dean, it's a freaking bargain, dude.
This is a bargain for a guy of Jamel Dean's caliber. Steelers sign and agree with cornerback Jamel Dean on a 3-year, $36.75 million deal. $36.75 million for Mr. Jamel Dean to come to the Steel City. He's 29 years old. He's going to be 30 in October. Yes, he's aging and probably on the wrong side of the age bracket in his position. But he's an incredible lockdown corner. He's really good. To be the cornerback 1 for the Bucs and be as productive as he was, now he's coming in to be the cornerback 2 opposite JPJ. For that price, for what he brings to the table, you guys do realize that he allowed a 47.7 passer rating last year, which is actually better than what JPJ allowed, which I believe was 56.5. We got 2 lockdown corners.
That's unbelievable.
And he had 3 picks last year. He only allowed 25 receptions.
Not to mention his size at his position. He's 6'1", a little over 200 pounds. Electric speed at that. Very flashy, very speedy, very dependable. I mean, this is a guy that was a very good number 2 opposite of Carlton Davis when he was a Buccaneer up until he left in free agency 2 years ago to Detroit.
Right.
And Dean had to step up as a number 1. And in the 2 years as he was the number 1 for Tampa Bay, he only gave up 1 touchdown in those 2 seasons. That's it.
That's crazy, right?
That's it. Like, dude, like this is a splash signing by Omar Khan and the Steelers. This is one I didn't expect. And yes, it's a aging veteran. It's an aging corner, but I don't put this in the same category as a Patrick Peterson or a Darius Slay. Because how old was Patrick Peterson when we signed him? Wasn't he like 33, 34?
Something like that.
Darius Slay was 34 years old. Like we knew that those guys were out of their prime. They were basically at the tail end of their career.
They were rentals. This isn't a rental. This is a 3-year contract. Like, he's going to be here for, I mean, it's essentially short term, but he's a good veteran guy that you bring in opposite JPJ, who's a lockdown player. This is different than Peterson. This is different from Slay. This is actually like a fill-in. This is actually like a bit of a fix. And someone of his caliber and what he brings to the table at his age, even still, for, what is it, 12-something million a year?
A little over 12 million a year. Like if you look at the cap situation, the cap rankings for the cornerback position, he's actually there with a guy like Brandon Stevens.
Yeah, he's
Brandon Stevens.
He's averaging $12.25 million a year.
That's like what, $4 million less than DJ Reed of Detroit?
Roughly, yeah.
Dude, this is a bargain.
He's actually, yeah, he's making less than Jamel Dean, than Cordell Flott, who just got signed to the Titans. He's making less than Kyler Gordon, Jalen Petrie, Byron Murphy, Paulson Adebo, Carlton Davis, Jalen Johnson, L'Jarius Sneed. This is a great deal for a guy like Jamel Dean. This is a bargain price and an absolute fix at cornerback too. And it still doesn't take corner off the board early because you need depth and you're going to need an eventual slot guy depending on what Ramsey's role is going to be.
Right. That's right.
Like, you can still take a corner day 2, day 3 if you wanted to, develop that guy up, and then when Dean goes in 2 or 3 years, boom, you got the next guy.
Exactly.
And we have Asante Samuel back, so he's the primary outside depth for now, giving him a good prove-a-year deal.
That's a good role.
Good.
And that's a good role for Samuel. But like the Steelers, I mean, they have their cornerbacks. They have JPJ now, who's for sure going to get an extension, no doubt about it. Jamel Dean. You got Asante Samuel Jr. You still have Brandon Eccles, who's in and out, a slot weapon. Jalen Ramsey, you could put him in that category because, again, you don't know exactly where the Steelers are going to put him. But it goes to show that the cornerback position for the Steelers is filled, but that still leaves room for added names from the NFL draft coming up.
Which is a great thing. It's the two biggest positions on my list of needs they needed to fix primarily, which was receiver and corner. And it's the first two moves they make in free agency. Like the second the legal tampering period starts, it's the first two things they do. They trade for Pitman, then they sign Jamel Dean, and they fix those wide receiver 2, cornerback 2 positions. Are they aging? Yes. But are they still good players? Are they still great role players? Are they improvements? Are they going to be here for the next 2-3 years? Yes. It's what we needed. It's the moves that Omar Khan needed to make.
Like, I get the concerns with the ageism and them getting older and them basically turning 30. And obviously with those concerns at their position, it's like, yeah, I get it. I get those concerns. But at the same time, these two guys are very capable. It's not like we're asking them to be the number ones. No, we're asking them to be the number twos.
Yeah.
They're capable of being the ones, but I think at this stage and age, they're more than capable. They're serviceable to be the number 2.
I agree. And we got them for bargain prices. We got Pitman for a late round pick, and we got Jamel Dean for $12.25 million a year.
Yeah.
Like I said, Omar Khan, man, I see what you're doing out there. I see what you're doing. Like you might, if you have concerns about their age, that Pittman's going to be 29 soon, and that Dean's going to be 30 and whatnot. You have that right, but it's different than what we than what we were doing the previous years, where we would trade or sign aging rentals. These aren't rentals; these are actually fixes, at least for now.
With the idea of still selecting the future guys to replace them down the road.
Yeah.
Like again, wide receiver 3 is still open. I don't know if the Steelers go into free agency and sign another guy to fill that void, but I don't know how much more money they're going to put in the wide receiver position. They may very well just say that for the draft. If you look at the draft, especially early on for that wide receiver 3 position, there's a lot of capable guys that can start off there. And I think that's a good plan. That's a good idea.
I love the idea of them, having all options on the table. They're not pampering themselves into needing this specific need. I mean, free agency, there's still a lot more to do. The free agency just started like 4 or 5 hours ago. So there's still a lot more the Steelers could do, which is going to just give them a lot more flexibility for the draft. But I'm glad they fixed receiver. I'm glad they fixed corner. Shout out to Omar Khan for what he's doing so far.
It was the two most necessary positions that he had to fix and he had to address. And that's exactly what he did. Like, he didn't waste any time.
Right.
And this is what we wanted from Omar Khan. Because, again, the concern was, well, how active are they going to be? Because they have 12 picks for the draft. They have this money, but how active are they going to be? Omar Khan said, listen, we're going to take care of this.
They've been active and they've been spending. They have been active and they have been spending the bucks, man. That's what they need to do.
So props to Omar Khan. I mean, he's cooking right here.
It's better than what I thought they were going to do, which was very little, which they're not doing very little. They're actually making – this is already better than last year. Last year, they didn't do shit. They brought in Gainwell. They brought in Rodgers late as hell. That's about it, right?
No, they were very quiet. All for collecting comp picks and whatnot.
Yeah. All for collecting comp picks. This year – none of these additions, even Jamel Dean, doesn't affect the comp pick formula. And frankly, I think this is a good way to go for the Steelers. This is what they had to do. They had to be active. They had to be aggressive. And so far they are. They got arguably the top corner off the market to the Steelers, and now they have fixed wide receiver too. What's next? Let's talk about what's next. We need a guard. We need a safety.
Matter of fact, speaking of safety, one just got signed off.
Who's that?
From the Cowboys. Jalen Thompson's going to be a Cowboy.
Oh, shit. I wanted him.
3-year deal's worth $33 million.
That sucks.
I know, that sucks. Kobe Bryant, he's going to sign with the Bears. So that's another safety off. I mean, I know there's other options out there. There's still capable guys out there. Like a Jalen Hawkins of the Patriots. He's still out there, I believe. I don't think he's been picked up yet.
Right.
If they want a starting caliber safety, he's there. But it's like, again, it's really going to depend exactly where they want Ramsey to be. That's the question mark. That's the unknown still with Ramsey's role. But considering that we lost Kenneth Gainwell, what do they do at running back 2?
I don't know. honestly, obviously, you still have Caleb Johnson. So you're thinking, oh, well, we have Caleb Johnson. Just give him the opportunity. Well, then what does that make Warren? Does that make Warren the third down option back all over again? Because Gainwell doesn't offer much versatility. He doesn't offer 3-down potential, at least not yet. We haven't seen much of it. He didn't get a lot of playing time last year. We don't know how much he's progressed in pass pro or even as a receiving back. Warren can do all that. So does Caleb Johnson get an increased amount of carries, and he's like the premier back where he gets most of the carries, and then Warren is a change of pace again?
Yeah.
Or do they go out? Maybe they do essentially a running back swap where the Bucks, they signed Kenneth Gainwell. Could the Steelers sign Rashad White? Maybe they bring in Rico Dowdle based off of the Mike McCarthy connection.
It's possible. I mean, those are options right there for sure. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. We're going to see what's going to happen with the Steelers.
But it's like, do they want to, I don't want to say rush the idea of playing Caleb Johnson, but try to get something out of the fact that they select him in the third round. Maybe they give him the opportunity, give him the chance.
I think you have to.
I mean, it's an idea. It's a possibility. I mean,
I don't want our last 2 third-round picks to be wastes.
No.
Russell Wilson's already tearing off the edge of that.
Pretty much, yeah. And Caleb Johnson is just like, I mean, we all wanted Gainwell back, and it wouldn't have been a bad thing to give him a 2-year contract and have Johnson still sit behind Warren and Gainwell and still learn from them and grow, considering he's still a young back.
Yeah.
That could still be the idea if they want to pick up a guy like a Rashad White or a Rico Dowdle, like you throw out there. But I don't know. It's just one of those positions that we're going to have to keep an eye out for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I still think we could use a safety. We could use a guard, obviously quarterback. But
well, the top guard that we wanted is gone. David Edwards, he's going to the Saints.
Yeah.
Which is a bummer. But looking at the price tag, I don't think the Steelers were going to pay that much anyway.
No. I don't know if they sign any free agent quarterbacks. I still think Kyler could be an option. I'm not for Kyler, but I mean, he's the vet minimum, and it makes sense for the Steelers based off of the fact that, A-Rod's he's taking forever. He can't make up his mind. We need someone. They just might go with Kyler. I don't want that to happen, but it's an option. Kyler's still on the market.
Well, one that's not on the market anymore is Tua.
No one wanted Tua.
Well, the Falcons did.
Pittsburgh 110 says, with a 199, no Tua to Pittsburgh. Thank God he with Atlanta. What is Atlanta doing?
Yeah, Atlanta is planning to sign Tua Tagovailoa.
Oh, my God.
I don't know why. I have no idea.
Bro, why is he a Falcon? That doesn't make any sense, bro. I get Michael Penix ain't the guy, but neither is Tua.
Well, you got to remember, Penix towards ACL. What's his availability?
Yeah, for what, the third time?
Probably. Which sucks for him, but it's like, I guess it's a backup plan for Stefanski over there at quarterback just to have somebody just in case.
Right.
But I don't know if Tua was the best guy. But then again, the quarterback options out there aren't favorable. So it's like, pick your poison.
Right.
And I guess Stefanski just did. So.
Well, Barbara FM with the 199 says, hey, trade for receiver is cool, but who is quarterback? Patience, young one, patience. I'm not worried about quarterback this year. I'm not. That's for 2027. Let's build around before we get our next guy. Okay? That's what Khan's done today. He's gotten another receiver with one to come in the draft, hopefully. He got his corner 2 with another one to come in the draft, or 2. Maybe he might draft 2 or 3 defensive backs. We still need an extra safety. We still need another corner, maybe someone they want to develop outside. He's building everything around the quarterback position thus far. And that's the mission for this offseason and essentially for the entire 2026 season, is you got to build the team around the quarterback position. We have a good core of young guys from Khan's previous 3 draft classes, which is good. You bring in some of these free agents, you bring in some of these veterans and these upgrades, then you see where the quarterback's going to lie. You see the room and the staff, essentially the roster he's going to have once he is drafted, whoever that's going to be. Hopefully that's 2027. I don't want a quarterback this year in the draft. I think it's a horrible class to do so I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't pressure the Steelers to go get a quarterback this year. That's all for 2027.
Yeah, ideally 2027 is the draft class to get your guy and then just stack up the team, get the talent necessary just for him to be able to have the ability to succeed to the best of his abilities.
Icy Road says, man, for quarterback, just do Howard. I think they're going to have to because Lord knows Aaron Rodgers might just wait out until after the draft and he's like, okay, I'm going to retire. Then you have to go Howard. I guess it's Mason and Howard for camp at least for now. Do they sign any free agent quarterback? Do they get Kyler? Do they get Joe Flacco? These are all awful options.
Very.
No, thank you.
I'm better off just running with. If we have to run with Mason and Will, honestly, I don't hate it. Because again, the quarterback position for this year is going to be a rental. It's going to be a bridge. And the Steelers' mission of trying to vie for a Super Bowl, no quarterback's going to lead you to a championship.
Not until you draft the next guy.
Exactly.
Which ideally is in 2027.
But
right?
it's like it's going to be an experimental season. Or at least that's what I want the team to do. Have an experimental season, and with the rental quarterback that you're going to have, just experiment with the quarterback that you got, like Will Howard.
Absolutely. That's kind of what I'm thinking as well. But, I mean, we'll see. What other free agents are off the market already? Let me see.
That's what I'm trying to figure out here.
I know Tua, like you said, just got signed to the Falcons. I still don't know how that makes any fucking sense.
Don't know.
I don't know either. Okay, so the comp picks have came in. Steelers get 4 comp picks. That is official.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that
All
just
right.
broke here. So the comp picks for the Steelers, they have the 3rd round comp that they're going to get for Dan Moore because he signed with the Titans. So thanks to Dan Moore. They get pick number 99. They get a 4th round pick number 135, and 2 6th rounders, pick 214 and 216. There you go.
Okay. Well,
And
there
the
you go.
Steelers' 12 draft picks are set. They have officially 12 draft picks.
It is officially official, Steelers Nation.
Yes.
12 picks for the draft in Pittsburgh. What do the Steelers have in mind?
I have no idea. All I know is that receiver still a potential high pick, corner still a potential high pick, even safety. I think we have to sign a guard. I think that's the next position we have to sign. There's still Elijah Vera-Tucker out there. I know he has severe injury concerns. I mean, you still have Elton Jenkins, who's now a free agent. That makes sense. He's not the permanent fix, and that's kind of what I'm looking for in a guard. But if you get Jenkins, much like receiver and corner, it doesn't take guard off the board early. You're just not pressured into taking it too early.
Yeah.
You can get like a Kalen Rutledge in the 3rd. You can get a Bo Stevens in the 4th. Or you can go, honestly, if Vega falls, how can you not go Vega?
Maybe
right?
that's the idea. Like, maybe they want to go with the pattern of the trenches. You know, getting a guy like Pittman. Maybe they want to save wide receiver for day 2, which I wouldn't necessarily hate, especially if you were to get a guard like Vega to be your bona fide starting left guard come day 1.
Yeah.
I don't hate that idea. I have a preference of going wide receiver 1 just to bolster that position. But again, it's really going to depend what they do for the rest of free agency with the guard position. Like I said, there's Vera-Tucker, but the injury concerns. David Edwards, he signed with the Saints. You got Jenkins, who's now available. Mekhi Becton's a free agent, but he's more of a right guard. I don't know about moving him over to left.
I won't put him as a starter.
No, Ed Ingram's staying with the Texans. He signed for a 3-year deal,
John Simpson just went to the Ravens.
which I find funny. Zion Johnson's going to the Browns.
The Browns.
God bless him. I mean, there's not many options left out there. So maybe in the end they do bring back Sayamalu. Maybe it's a short-term extension for the idea to draft a guy and develop him. I don't know.
Possibly.
It's a possibility.
By the way, the Bengals signed Boy Mafe to a 3-year, $60 million deal, and Brian Cook to a 3-year, $40.25 million deal.
Well, they're trying to bolster that defense.
Yeah, they have to. So they have that.
I mean, it's 2 good players they added. I'll give them that.
I low-key wanted Brian Cook. Kobe Bryant went, where did he go?
The Bears.
Oh, that makes
So he's
sense.
going to be.
So Brisker's still a free agent.
He's still a free agent.
Brisker's still a free agent.
But the Bears could bring Brisker back to be that strong safety because Bryant's. I'm assuming Bryant is being brought in to replace Byard. But maybe they bring Byard back. I don't know.
No, I think he's at the stage of his career where like he was a fill-in because of all the injuries, and Al Harris did as much as he could. Now they got Kobe Bryant. They still need to get Brisker back if they want to do that. Otherwise,
That just makes the most sense there.
Brisker's still out there. Nick Cross is still out there. Jalen Thompson just got picked up. Who else is out there for safety? Maybe we don't grab a safety. Maybe we just keep Ramsey there.
Maybe they draft one.
I have no idea.
Still a lot of questions left for the
I mean,
Steelers.
it's very possible that they don't sign too many other positions left. They could just go receiver. They could go corner. They can get a couple extra depth pieces at receiver, maybe for return specialist ability or for for safety, right? They could go safety just for depth purposes. How many more crazy moves can we expect? Or is this the extent of it? Chat, what do you think?
I mean, like I was surprised by the moves that the Steelers did just today. Because I'll be real, I didn't expect any of this. I mean, I had low expectations coming into this program for free agency. But the fact that they did this on the first day of free agency, I don't know what else they could do. But it's possible they could still do more. That could be for guard. That could be for safety, right? It really depends.
Shady says, I don't know why, boys. I'm sensing a trade up for Caleb Downs. If he falls to a certain number, go for it. Although it literally might require to give up 2027 capital, and I don't think Khan wants to do that. I don't think Omar wants to give up 2027 capital because he knows what he's doing with that first round pick. Wherever the hell to 2027 draft class is going to be held.
Yeah.
I can't envision him giving up too many 2027 picks. He needs those.
He's going to need them. Yeah.
But trading up, let's say they trade up in the draft. The Caleb Downs, I mean, that would be a home run trade up, right? Same thing with Sony Styles. We still don't know what the future holds for Patrick Queen. Obviously, I'm still up for trading for a receiver. If Lemon or Tyson or Tate fall to a certain number, you could do that. You could also take Omar Cooper. You put him in the slot day one. I think that'd be a perfect fit, and then you can work his way up to be the one at some point. There's options right now.
There are?
Like none of these moves keep the Steelers away from a certain position.
No, they don't.
Like everything's on the table right now.
Again, it's all about that flexibility. Like just because they addressed these positions, receiver and corner, they could still select it. Like if they still want to go for a bona fide slot corner come day 2, they could still go that option. Again, wide receiver round 1.
Right.
Like it's still a possibility. All the options are still possibilities.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. There's plenty more to come because listen, guys, we're only 4 hours into free agency. Like this is just starting.
Hold on, excuse me.
This is just starting. I have no idea what more is to come. Chat, what do you think? Let me get a poll in the chat for you guys. Let's see, which position do you think we select next? Do the Steelers sign next?
Sorry about that. I had to take care of something.
Position. I cannot spell to save my life today. Let me tell you.
It happens to the best of us.
The guard, safety.
So I keep refreshing Twitter to see if there's like any other extra news right now. But it's like
another wide receiver. Or another, maybe another corner? I don't know. I have no idea. What do you guys think? What position do the Steelers sign next? Guard, safety, quarterback, or another corner? Donovan, what's up, man? Good to see you in the chat.
What's up, Donovan?
With the 21st pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, Steelers select KD Concepcion. I would prefer Omar Cooper, but I wouldn't hate him. If anything, he'd be like a trade back option. Like, frankly, like, let's not rule that out. What if Omar Khan wants to trade back from 21? Because he might want to stack up as many 2027 picks as possible. Who's to say that? What team could trade up and trade their 2027 first along with extra capital? You know what I mean? And then Khan could use some of that capital to trade up day 2. I don't know. I'm just hypothetically speaking here. LKZ36 with a 499 said, would it be crazy to trade Patrick Queen and sign Lloyd? That's right. Devin Lloyd is still a free agent.
He's still a free agent. Last thing I heard was that the Panthers are strongly pursuing Devin Lloyd.
Interesting.
But he's going to have a huge market. I don't know if the Steelers pay that.
Check your Twitter mentions. Okay, give me a minute.
Some news break?
If Twitter wants to load.
Or is it just a rumor?
I don't know. Twitter's not loading.
Did Twitter break down? No, it's working for me. What's going on?
I got nothing. TJ, I got nothing. Is it previous mentions? Let me look at the previous mentions. I was like, y'all got me crazy thinking we got some news here.
I kind of hope so.
Don't do me like that.
It's kind of dry right now. I don't know. Like the moves that the Steelers are doing, I kind of want.
Quiddy Pay's going to the Raiders.
Oh, is he?
Raiders are just fleshing out these weird contracts.
Kubiak has something in. Well, trading away Crosby, now they have the flexibility to do so. So yeah, they're going to splurge a little bit. And that's what they're doing.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything in the
No,
mentions,
neither
TJ.
am I. Like, it's just.
It says Brisker's rumored to wanting to be close to his family. He is a Pennsylvania native. He is. He went to Penn State.
Yep.
Well, the Eagles need a safety too, because they're about to lose Reed Blankenship, right? Unless he resigned. I haven't heard nothing about Reed Blankenship. Have you?
No, I have not. I've heard nothing about Reed Blankenship.
Speaking of the Raiders, didn't they sign Linderbaum?
Yes. Linderbaum's now the highest paid offensive lineman in NFL history.
Holy shit.
Yep. He
Hey,
got the bag.
At least he's not with the Ravens no more. Now the Ravens need a center.
Yo, Mendoza's got Linderbaum to be a center, bro. He's got Bowers to throw to. He's got Genty to hand the ball off to.
Yeah, they have an idea of what they're doing.
They got a second first. They're probably going to use that for wide receiver. Like, Kubiak's got something going. It seems like, right?
Do these moves honestly happen with mediocre Mike at the helm? I feel like Big Mike made some demands. I'll say this. Mike Tomlin had a lot of say in roster construction. I firmly believe that. And based off of who they were signing, it was all older, aging guys. Now, I guess in a way you could say that they're grabbing some guys aging, but they're not rentals. They're actually fixes this time around, right? So, do these moves happen with Tomlin here? Based off of what we've seen the past number of years? I don't think so. Like, I wanted Jamel Dean, but I didn't actually think they'd actually go out and get him.
Yeah, it's a very un-Steeler-like move, but
Like, yeah, he's going to be 30. Yeah, he's
like,
never completed a full season.
You know who I would have expected at corner? Marshawn Lattimore.
That would have been terrible.
That's what I would have
Or
expected.
Javon Diggs.
Yeah, I'm glad the Steelers did not go that route.
No,
that's what I expected.
We got Jamel fucking Dean.
Yes,
dude.
we did. Yes, we did. It's a much better option. It's a lockdown option. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah. No, I heard no word on Nick Cross. Brisker's not old. Brisker is not old.
He's 26. He ain't old.
He can't. Yeah, he's 26
He's
years
far
old.
from old, bro.
He'll be
He's
27 by draft time. I haven't heard nothing on Nick Cross, which means he must be getting a market and weighing his options. Nick Cross is only 24, dude.
Yo, do they already have the Michael Pittman jerseys up? I don't think that's allowed. It's not exactly official up until Wednesday.
No, they can't do that.
Can I actually check real quick?
Do you guys think the Steelers can get a lot of picks if they trade Tomlin? I mean, I think he's a selfish titled shit. A selfish little shit. He doesn't coach anymore. He coached 20 years, dude. I don't think he's selfish. But can they get a lot of picks? They would get a first rounder from many teams. Yes. If Tomlin wanted to come back and the Steelers trade his contract, they would get a first rounder from many teams. I do believe that. Which, in a way, I'm hoping he gets that itch again. Because I want that first round pick.
You know, the Steelers could have explored that option with the Bears, last offseason, and they said no.
Who said Pitman was Moncrief? Who said Moncrief was trash? Pitman is far from what Moncrief was.
Pittman can catch.
Yeah, he can.
Moncrief can't.
Bro, he had what, 3-4 drops last year? He had 7 touchdowns. He had more touchdowns than drops, did Pittman.
Pittman is not Moncrief. Well, what are we doing here?
Barbara FM with the 199 says ESPN mock draft has Jordan Tyson falling to 21. Please.
That'd be good.
Throw him out in the slot.
That'd be good. That'd be a good role for him to start off.
Minshew going to the Cardinals? What?
Like, for real?
No. That's not their option, is it? That's not like their...
Yeah, it's official.
Hold on, time out. That's not their...
No,
that's not their quarterback.
There's no way. But
you might as well just kept Kyler.
It's a 1-year deal worth $8.25 million for Gardner Minshew.
He's the backup. But what are they doing at quarterback?
I don't know.
What the hell are they doing at quarterback? I don't know what the Cardinals are
Maybe
doing.
they get Joe Flacco. He wants to be somewhere where he can compete. You can't tell me he wouldn't compete in Arizona. It's an idea.
I have no idea. Wow, NFL memes is crazy for this. Y'all see the meme they
What
put
meme?
up? Atlanta Falcons 2026 quarterback room. It's Michael Penix in a wheelchair and Tua on a stretcher. Wow. That is crazy, bro. Case Keenum is resigning with the Bears. He's still playing? He's still fucking playing? Odafe Oweh's going to the Commanders.
That's a good pickup.
4-year, $100 million.
That's not a good contract. Good player, not a good contract. God, Commanders, holy crap.
You know, keep in mind, the Commanders have one of the worst free agent contracts given out in NFL history.
Who was that to again?
Big dude.
Oh, former Titan. What was his name? I see his face. What was his name? Oh, God, I can't remember. Run the ball! I can't remember his name. That's a throwback, though. That is a throwback.
It's one of the worst contracts in NFL history.
Yeah, not good. Not good.
Ohio Game Talks with 109, sending y'all both love from the Buckeye State. Thank you.
Appreciate it, brother.
Thank you. We do greatly appreciate it. Yeah, your Bengals, they got fucking Boy Mafe and what's his nuts?
Brian Cook.
Yeah, him. Yeah, Hainsworth. Yes, him. Yeah, Hainsworth.
That's who it was.
Albert Hainsworth. That was such an awful contract.
Yeah, not good. Not good at all.
How much he signed for again? What was it?
That's a lot. I know that.
7-year, $100 million contract.
7 years? Oh, you don't see that often anymore. Yeah, that wasn't good. What were they thinking?
They weren't.
They just said, hey, here you go. And he said, yeah, I'll
Vince
take it.
Wilfork. No, Vince. Vince Wilfork was such a much better player than Hainsworth. No, I don't think he's 44 or something like that. He's been out the league God knows how long.
Yeah.
No, sir.
Well over a decade, that's for sure.
No, sir. Yeah, so the Steelers get 4 comp picks, and the Eagles and Ravens get the same amount. Go figure. It's good to get comp picks because we're going to need them. It's extra capital we could use. We need as much depth as we can get. And frankly, I mean, that could be trade ammo. I mean, you're not just going to trade the comp picks and trade. You're going to need a lot more to trade up.
No, but
At
you can
least
certainly
have-
add them to the package, though.
You have the ammo, right? You got the ammunition. Hopefully they can fire it.
Pittsburgh 110 with a 199. As a Penn State fan, I want Brisker.
I hear you. See, Brisker, I think he's a lot like Elliott, and we already have an Elliott, but he can work free safety. He can work around. It's probably not his best fit, but can he do it? Yeah, he can. Yeah, he can. Same thing with Nick Cross.
I mean, I felt there were better fits out there, like a Thompson or a Bryant, for the Steelers to look at free safety, but both of them are gone. So if you have to fall back on a guy like Brisker, that's not a bad thing. He's going to be 27. He's very capable. He's a hell of a player for the Bears, and he can play the position.
Actually, let me look at the remaining free agents.
It wouldn't be a bad pickup. Or even Jalen Hawkins, who's still available, I believe.
So we got Jalen Phillips from the Eagles to the Panthers for $120 million.
120. What?
Jesus. Good Lord.
Holy God, these contracts.
Alec Pierce resigned with the
Colts.
Colts, which allowed the Steelers to trade for Michael Pittman. Odafe Oweh went from the Chargers to the Commanders. Tyler Linderbaum went from the Ravens to the Raiders. Wan'Dale Robinson went from the Giants to the Titans. Malik Willis went from the Packers to the Dolphins. John Franklin Myers went from the Broncos to the Titans. David Edwards went from the Bills to the Saints. Mike Evans.
Bro, this is a wild one to me.
And this one makes a lot of sense. He went from the Bucks to the Niners.
It's weird because I just always viewed Mike Evans as one of those lifers, like one jersey guys.
Yeah.
Like Larry Fitzgerald. Like, he would never wear another jersey.
Right.
But it's like, he still wants to play. He wants to continue his career, and he wants to explore other options out there. Can't blame him. Listen, 49ers, they got a legend. They're going to get a contributive receiver.
What does this mean for Juwan Jennings?
Secretly, I kind of want the Steelers to get him to play that wide receiver 3 role because he's familiar with doing it. And if you need him to play outside, more than capable of doing it.
How much money are they going to
But
put
that's
on
the
wide
question.
receiver?
I don't know what his market's going to be and just how much more. I mean, because you got to think, are they going to pay 3 receivers double-digit money?
They got the money to do it.
They
And that
do,
Colts
but,
know-
but it's un-Steeler-like. That's the thing.
well, Omar Khan was saying we're going to do things that aren't normal at the combine.
Well, then you better get Juwan Jennings on the phone.
No,
Have him be the wide receiver 3. Fill up wide receiver, and then you can still draft a guy. And then you got 4 receivers right there with Ben Skoranek and Roman Wilson.
Right.
I think you just fix wide receiver right there. I think we're looking good.
I don't know, man.
Secretly, that's what I'm hoping the Steelers do, but I'm not going to have my expectations too high on that.
I still want I still want a route technician.
That's what the draft's for.
Alontae Taylor from the Saints to the Titans. He got $60 million on 3 years. Really?
Yeah, Titans they just spending money. They were active, but they spending money. They also got
See, this is why Jamel Dean's a great contract. Titans gave away $60 million to Alontae Taylor and $45 million to Cordell Flott, who I wanted. But they gave $105 million between 2 corners.
Okay. Do they have the contract terms up here right now?
We're paying Jamel Dean 12 and a quarter a year.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a contract.
Dude, Alontae Taylor's $20 million average. They still have L'Jarius Sneed at $19 million average. Bro.
Boy Mafe went from the Seahawks to the Bengals.
Cordell Flott, $15 million average. Bro, this is a bargain for Dean.
I agree.
This makes the signing better.
Travis Etienne went from the Jags to the Saints. Jalen Watson went from the Chiefs to the Rams. So the Rams get the Chiefs cornerback duo.
Yep, McDuffie and Watson, they're still together. Yo,
time out. What does that mean for Kobe Durant and Roger McCreary?
I mean, they're still out there. They haven't been picked up yet.
I like McCreary as a slot option. Zion Johnson went from the Chargers to the Browns. Kwity Paye went from the Colts to the Raiders. Kenneth Walker, of course, he went to the Chiefs. Why wouldn't he?
No surprise there.
Brian Cook went to the Bengals. Isaiah Likely went to the Giants. Kobe Bryant went to the Bears. Jamont Jones went to the Patriots. Tremaine Edmonds signed with the Giants.
Yep.
Jalen Naylor, this is a goofy contract. He signed 3-year, $35 million to the Raiders. You're paying him $11 million. What the hell is Calvin going to make?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Eric Stokes went back to the Raiders. Good for him. He earned that. John Simpson, we're going to see him twice a year with the Ravens.
That's a favorable matchup, in my opinion.
That's essentially the extent of it.
Yeah.
Let me see what safeties are available. Even still. Hold on. Where's my mouse? I hate using the keypad on the laptop.
Because you're impatient. That's why. Though I don't blame you. Sometimes mine does that too. It pisses me off.
Yeah, we still got Kyle Duggar out there. I don't want to bring him back.
No.
We can do better. Blankenship. Taylor Rapp. Darius Washington for depth.
Depth reasons.
Same thing with Ashton Davis, maybe.
But if we're talking depth reasons, can you just do that with Peppers? Depth and special teams purposes?
He's primary special teams only. Jaquan Brisker's still out there, obviously. Jalen Hawkins, mad underrated. He had a good year for the Pats. Don't sleep on him. Nick Cross. I mean, those are the primary ones, really.
Yep. The ones that are still out there are available right now.
All right, let me ask y'all. What free agents do you guys want the Steelers to sign? Any remaining free agents you guys want the Steelers to sign? I wouldn't mind Elton Jenkins because he just got cut, and switching him to guard would be a good spot back for him because moving him in the center was just coaching malpractice by the Packers. I don't know why they did that, but now he's out there. He's out on the market. Safety. There's no quarterback I want us to sign. There's not one.
Well, Willis is off the board, and he got overpaid like everybody expected.
That was expected, yeah.
Everybody expected that, but everybody else, no. I don't want Kyler. I don't want Geno Smith. I don't want Kirk Cousins. I don't want Joe Flacco. I don't want anybody. I'm good. Just honestly, just run with what you have and draft a guy day 3.
Agreed.
Just run with it.
What's the chat saying?
Dude, I'm looking at no. I've looked at this list countless times, and my opinion has not changed. I don't want a quarterback in free agency. It's not pretty.
Let me see. Yeah, I don't think DK's a 1. I don't think Pittman's a 1. Frankly, I mean, if you look at it, we realistically have 2 wide receiver 2s. But they could complement each other just well enough that one is gonna DK has someone to take the pressure off.
Well, yeah, exactly. Because you got to remember, last year all you had was DK, and everyone was thinking, okay, let's just double cover DK. Let's have a safety on him, and then like they don't have a wide receiver too. Nobody's credible, but now you have that attention with Pitman and his size and his capabilities and his dependability. So that's going to draw attention for Metcalf to do what he needs to do in single coverage,
right?
As long as the offense is utilized properly. Fingers crossed on that. But you do have that thing for them.
Yeah, Byron Nelson says Jalen Tolbert will be an excellent wide receiver 3. He has the McCarthy connection. I'm still kind of expecting that, just based off of that. He had a good year in 2024 as their 2. 610 yards and however many touchdowns he had. As a 3, he'd be a solid 3. If not, he'd be a very good 4. Let's say we get Tolbert, then you're looking at DK, Pittman, Tolbert. I'm still going receiver early, but at least you have options at receiver instead of just living on a prayer, right? Like you don't have little bits and pieces remaining over from so many teams ago. You actually have some actual decent options to throw the ball to.
That you do, exactly.
No matter who the quarterback's going to be. R.I.P. Roman Wilson, the Michigan Bandit. I don't know. He has one more shot.
He better hope that the Steelers don't sign another receiver then.
What? Did I read that right?
Read what?
Run the ball!
Jimmy G to the Cardinals.
Still, are you sure? Because I just read that the Cardinals are going to run with Jacoby Brissett with Minshew as the backup. What?
Hold on. What?
Well, listen, the Cardinals are doing what we want the Steelers to do.
Huh?
Though they're not experimenting, they're taking a year because they know they ain't it.
Brick Baby Yaya with a 2 says Ravens lost their best offensive line and paid their worst offensive line. Yeah, I don't like the John Simpson addition to the Ravens. I don't think he's good. I don't think he's good.
I like the addition to the Ravens.
I mean, yeah. But for the Ravens themselves, it's just
no, like hey, it's what they want to do. If they think he's capable of protecting Lamar, then
they want to give him $10 million a year, but don't want to pay Linderbaum.
Nope.
Good job, Ravens.
Nope.
Good job.
Yeah, the current intention is to keep Jacoby Brissett as the Cardinals' starting quarterback with Minshew serving as the backup. That's the idea.
God bless the Cardinals.
Yeah. Unless Lee was giving his prediction, saying Jimmy G goes to Arizona.
I don't doubt at that point. I mean, frankly, I get what the Cardinals are trying to do. I feel bad for my boy James Conner. He also signed an extension there, so he kind of just he knew what he was signing up for. But Lord above, it's gotta suck to be a Cardinals fan, huh?
Well, you know who I feel bad for though? Micah Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, but people are saying he's from Jersey. I don't know that. But yeah.
I don't think that equivalates to wanting to play for the Jets. Who wants to play for the Jets?
He signed an extension, so obviously he does.
Who wants to play for the Jets?
Like apparently Minka. I feel bad for him, but he's the one that wants to stay there.
Well, it's the fact that Miami basically traded him away to a division rival at that for late round comp.
For a box of rocks.
Rather than Jeff Hafley trying to work with him, despite the contract situation over there. I don't know.
They have a lot of bad contracts.
Well, that's their own deal.
That's why they're dumping Tua. That's why Tyreek Hill's a free agent. That's why Minka's out of there.
But Minka as a Jet, I feel for him. Because like we know how we know how that's gonna go down.
Right.
I mean, Minka's gonna try. He's a hard worker, but yeah, I just feel for Minka. Best of luck to Minka though.
Minka's a Jet. I mean, there you have it. He signed what was it, a 3-year, $40-something million deal?
Was it that?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. Steerly just tagged. Cardinals are playing the pivot to Jimmy Garoppolo after missing out on Malik Willis for Jamie Fowler. Okay, so there you go.
All right.
It'll be a 3-way competition. I hope they have the time of their lives. Brick Baby Iowa 2 says, I mean, Falili is their worst. Free eats next season. Yeah, Falili sucks. He sucks. He is one of the worst offensive linemen I've ever seen.
Honestly, he should not
Their
be
guards
signed.
suck.
They're not good.
Their guard, and who's their center? They don't have a first-round pick to take a center or to move someone to center.
Are they going to sell?
What are they doing? Their line sucks.
Let me see free agent centers.
Rosengarten's not that great.
No.
Ronnie Stanley's their line sucks right now.
Ronnie Stanley's declining.
Their line sucks right now, dude.
Hold on, let me see. Connor McGovern's back as a Bill. The Chargers got their center. Yo, the center free agency pool is not good. Cade Mays is going to the Lions. I guess the best option they got is Lloyd Cushenberry. But he wasn't really that great for Tennessee. So I don't know, man.
We got Barbara Finn with 199 says ESPN has Jordan Davis falling to
Jordan Tyson.
Jordan Davis. Yeah, that big dude.
Yeah, that'd be a nose tackle.
Imagine him running receivers.
That'd be a nose tackle.
No, yeah, Jordan Tyson falling to the Steelers at 21. I hope so. I sure hope so. If he's there, it's really hard to pass on him. I know the medicals are worrisome, but
that's never affected Omar Khan's decision from drafting a guy.
Never. Dry says, what were y'all thoughts on Jamel Dean? I think it's one of the best signings today. He's so underrated, just a bit injury prone.
It's a bargain,
I
dude.
love it.
It's a bargain.
Like because Rob was sending me updates on my phone all day at work. And I looked at it.
Well, first, before you tried to look at it, I called you.
Yeah.
Because you weren't responding. I'm like, man, I'm gonna call this guy.
He's like, did you hear what the Steelers did? You see the Steelers sign? I'm like, no. And I looked at the text message and I freaked the fuck out.
And he went,
yeah.
Shit!
We got Jamel Dean. We got the best corner on the market. He is mad underrated.
That was a guy that I honestly did not think Steelers would try to or get in general.
Like, I'm not worried about his age or the fact that he has never finished a season fully healthy. Like, he's never played a single season where he played every single game. I'm not worried about that because now he's the cornerback too. We got him for a bargain deal. And we got Asante Samuel back too. So let's say Dean, knock on wood, goes down with injury.
You have that reliable. You have that insurance policy.
We got that
with Samuel.
We got that security blanket. Our corners are looking good next year, man. They really are. Much better than a year ago when we had Darius Slay.
Yep.
And Dean's not a rental, so that already makes it infinitely better.
Like, bro, JBJ and Jamel Dean.
I love the Jamel Dean edition, man. I really do.
It's gonna be fun.
I really do. Jamel Dean, JPJ, the opportunity to draft someone in the slot role in the draft, like a Keontae Scott or a D'Angelo Pons if they want to. Maybe a trade on Stukes, who could also move to safety if you wanted to. I mean, you got options out of the wazoo in the draft, man.
You do.
Who's to say they're done signing corners? Maybe they go and get a Roger McCreary to work in the slot. Maybe they give him and Asante Samuel the opportunity there.
It's possible. Maybe they take. Maybe they look at Brisker, right? Maybe they look at safety again.
Bro, Dean is not trash. He was like a top 5 corner last year. He allowed a 47.7 passer rating and 3 picks, which is better than what JPJ did, and we're all giving JPJ his flowers.
Either you're rage baiting or you have not watched his game. He's not trash.
I don't think he's trash.
Far from it, bro. We saw trash.
Yeah, we've witnessed trash.
A lot.
That's why I'm really happy about this Dean pick, because I was worried, what are they going to do at corner? They could draft it high, and they still could. Or were they going to go with, like a low ball option? They went for the best guy on the market, man. I honestly feel like, compared to how I felt yesterday about receiver and corner, I feel much better about it now. I do. I feel like receiver and corner are actually improved and fixed.
They're fulfilled. And that's all we asked for. Fulfill them.
And we can still go and get them early because we have so many damn picks.
And they're not rentals. I don't view them as rentals.
I could see, honestly, bro, I could see this as like another Joe Hayden. Am I overhyping it?
I see why you say that.
Wait, did they hold on, time out. Did they actually pay him that much?
No, there's no way. 147 million?
That doesn't make sense. That number doesn't even make sense.
Get your calculator going.
That doesn't even make sense. I don't
do it. I
don't believe that.
I'll do it if it wants to pop up. I only have my phone.
Time out. He was a Pro Bowl alternate?
What? What are you talking about?
Apparently, Falelia was a Pro Bowl alternate.
Where? Huh? How's that make any sense? Then again, they had Shador Sanders and Joe Flacco.
Oh, hold on. That was last year. 2025. Even still. Yeah, I don't know where you're seeing those numbers. I didn't see nothing. But if they extend him, bro, then
What was it? What do you say? 5 years?
it's a 5-year, $147 million. That doesn't even make sense.
That would be $29.4 million per year. Yeah, no.
Olive Pitt. I hate to break the news to you. Brian Cooks is
A Bengal.
a Bengal. We're gonna see him twice a year, my guy.
Dadgummit. Why?
We're gonna see him twice a year.
Why the Bengals?
Because they offer the most money, probably.
You might be right.
We gotta think. If a team offers you money, you gonna go there? I mean, you gotta weigh options too. You gotta move your family there, or depending on like the whole tax nonsense. Listen,
That's the whole
these guys are the $1 million athletes. They get to make their own choices.
That's a whole process of being
I don't know what goes into the depth of what they do.
being in this profession. So yeah.
You think they traded for Caleb Downs to Jeremiah Love? With how today went, I feel like this could be a real possibility. Love is a stud, has gotten CMC Gibbs comparisons. Jeremiah Love would be a crazy, crazy selection.
No doubt about that.
And then him and Warren, you make Warren that change of pace guy. You get Love as that home run hitter. Be crazy. I don't think he'll be on the board too long. Now, obviously, the Chiefs don't need him, but who say like the Commanders don't take him or someone early? Maybe the Giants. I know they still got Scatterboo, but perhaps they want to have Love and Scatterboo as their duo. Help out Dart. You know what I mean?
Don't they have another running back, though? Who was that one back they had? I know they have another back. I can't remember his name. It's Scatterboo, and it's another back. I remember we faced him Monday night. He had over 100 yards against us.
Did he really?
The previous season. That was his rookie season. I can't remember the guy's name.
Oh, you're thinking of Tyron Tracy.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, there you go. Tracy and Scatterboo.
If we were traded for Caleb Downs, I would love that. Because, I mean, this is a generational safety we're talking about. If we could trade it for Sony Styles, I doubt he falls far enough, but
That'd be phenomenal.
that'd be great too. I see what you did there.
Mm-hmm.
I still want to trade it for a receiver. Damn it, I still want Lemon. Like, that's my ultimate, like, draft desire is Lemon. I would still trade up for, like, I would trade up and draft Lemon and treat him the same way the Seahawks treated JSN. They started JSN as a rotational guy, where they started him in the slot, and then ultimately Lemon or JSN worked his way up as the one. I think Lemon's got same traits.
I can see
same
it.
way of doing that.
I can see it.
If Styles falls to 15, would you trade up for him? Yes. Because
I don't know how
I'm
he
not
falls
keeping
that
Queen.
far.
I'm not keeping Queen, and I'm bringing in Sony Styles.
I don't know if he falls that far, but it would be very hard to not trade up.
I do not, bro. Didn't they?
Bro, he broke combine records, dude. He's an athlete. He's a stud. Fast, strong, flashy, dependable.
Right.
Do it all.
Burrow
well.
chain smoking, having to face Watt, Crosby, and Garrett. Don't forget Herbig and Highsmith either.
Can't forget the triple threat.
Burrow is screwed. Burrow is 100% screwed. Like, if there's one quarterback that needs to worry the most in the division, it's Burrow. It's Burrow. They have nobody. They have nobody on the line, and they have no edge rusher. They essentially have no defense. Well, now they have Boy Mafe, so I guess they do have an edge rusher.
They have somebody.
Now they have an edge rusher. Okay, they have Boy Mafe. Okay, they got Brian Cook. Cool.
Somebody.
But Burrow, bro.
Not taking anything away from Mafe. He's good, but
Thoughts on Keaton Mitchell? As a 2, I wouldn't mind that. He's speedy. He's flashy. He's got a
yeah,
change
the
of pace
Ravens,
to him.
they're not going to tender him, so he's going to be a free agent. I can see the Steelers looking at him. I can.
He averaged almost 6 yards a carry last year.
Yep. He's a
So-
receiving back at that, too.
He is. I wouldn't mind that at all. How much influence will McCarthy have in the draft? How good is his draft history? Well, if you look at the Packers, I mean, one of the positions that they drafted very well has been receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Like under McCarthy, they got Nelson, they got Adams, they got Cobb. Who else did they get? A couple other receivers.
Well, those are definitely the top ones there.
yeah,
for sure.
but like his draft history in Green Bay is actually decent.
He drafted CD for Dallas.
He did.
He drafted CD.
Yeah. See,
Did he
I think
also draft Gallup, too, who was the number 2 for him?
maybe. No, I think Gallup was already there.
Oh, was he?
I think.
You might be right on that.
Kelsey signed 1 year, $12 million.
Yeah, Kelsey's back with Kansas
Can't
City.
he just retire?
He's playing. This has got to be his last year, right?
It is.
It's got to be.
Would you trade in the top 10 for Downs? Yeah. Yeah. I'd trade in the top 10 for a receiver. But let's say some of the top receivers are already gone, but Downs still on the board. Listen, you got the ammo. Let's get aggressive, damn it.
You do have the ammo.
Let's get aggressive. I'm greedy. I'm sorry. Tonga to the Chiefs.
Wait, for real? Big Patriots nose tackle? Did he actually go?
When was this announced? Yeah, he went to the Chiefs.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Whatever, dude.
Yep.
Whatever.
Yep. Tonga went to the Chiefs. Of course he did.
Fine. Whatever. They might use him at fullback, too.
Yeah, Devin Bush went to the Bears. I did see that.
Yep, Bush is replacing Edmonds. Imagine saying that how many years ago?
Yeah, I know. Wait, what? Trade up for receiver or O-line. Honestly, I mean, I'm willing to trade up for Vega a little bit if you wanted to. Would you give up next year's first for Lemon? No. No, I'm not trading away 2027 capital. We need that for the quarterback.
Nope.
We need that for the quarterback.
No, you secure next year's capital.
Do you think Henderson is leaving the Bengals? He already has. I mean, he's still a free agent, but he's not going back. Like that ship has sailed. That divorce has been filed and signed. It's over.
I saw, Ricky Scoops on Twitter. He posted this morning that the Cowboys were looking at Hendrickson.
Of course they are.
But then again, they also traded for Rashawn Gary of the Packers. So they got Gary coming in to help with the pass rush, be part of that front seven with Kenny Clark and Quentin Williams. But it still doesn't mean the Cowboys still won't get Hendrickson. We'll see there.
I think he's going to go there.
It won't surprise me.
Oh, no, wait a minute. Didn't the Cowboys just trade for Rashawn Gary?
That's what I just said.
Yeah. So.
But I don't think it takes away the purpose of Dallas possibly getting Hendrickson.
Yeah. I don't know.
With Jerry Jones, he'll throw money at basically everything.
They need all kinds of
all kinds
of edge rushers. What would a Watt trade net? Although I know it's impossible to happen. I'll be real with you. I don't think Watt nets a first anymore. Next year or 2 years ago, he probably would have, but at his age, and now for a certain contender that's going all in, perhaps it'll cough up a first.
Well,
but you need to send to like a legit contender, like the Lions.
Well, we just brought up,
that doesn't make sense.
I want to do this to Watt, but I just brought up Dallas, looking for pass rush help. I think
that would never happen.
I think before Baltimore acquired Max Crosby, Dallas was the second team close, like they were second in bidding.
Crosby, yeah.
They were going to give up a first and a second, but the Ravens obviously giving up 2 firsts was more enticing.
Well,
so they're willing to give up a first for a pass rusher.
But the Steelers aren't going to trade
Watt.
No,
that's not happening.
They're not trading Watt.
That's not happening.
Well, they suffer a massive dead cap hit if they do because of the contract they locked in last year.
And that's their fault. I love Watt, but bad decision.
If they're going to trade Watt, I think it's in 2027 because it's less of a dead cap hit, and you save $22 million if you trade him pre-June 1st. But that ship has kind of sailed, hasn't it? Although they're going to have to trade one of these dudes because Herbig's the future.
I just can't see them paying 3 edge rushers double-digit money.
No.
I don't think they do it.
Still with the 199 says Vega first round, he's a day one starter. I would love Vega. I would low-key love Vega in the first round. If he falls at 21, I think that's incredible value. Almost like Fatano. Like they viewed Fatano falling to, what was it, 21? Was it 21?
20, it was a 20th pick.
Was it 20th pick?
Might have been 20th.
That was the 21st. That was the 20th. Last year was the 21st.
Oh, God.
Doesn't
matter. It's 20 or 21 for the Steelers every year.
Never changes. No, yeah. Fatano fell to the 20th, and Khan's like, yeah, that's great value. We didn't think he'd be there, so we took him. Same thing could be said for Vega.
Well, dude, 6'4", 328
Bro,
for a left guard.
That's a big guard. We need a guard.
I would love Vega. I wouldn't hate it.
Let's see. LKZ36 with a 199. It's not possible, but what would a Watt trade net? Again, it depends on the team. It depends on the team, man. It does. Like the Cowboys, Jerry Jones would be dumb enough to cough up whatever you want.
Absolutely.
It'd be very dumb. Vega, the guard from Penn State. I'm not going to try to say his first name. I have yet to learn it. I'm going to, I promise, but I have yet to learn his first name. But
Whoever's got
short for Vega.
Whoever's got to pronounce that man's name at the NFL draft is going to have a challenge.
Vega for short.
Vega, the left guard from Penn State.
I'm not going to try to
top 20 talent.
I'm not going to try to botch his name. I'm already awful with names. So until I learn to say his name, unless someone can give me a proper translation here.
Maybe Google can do that. Yo, hold on. I could literally just ask Google, like how to pronounce. You know what? Screw it.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, if we're going to go O-line, it would be either him or Freeling. Because we need another tackle.
Yeah. That's another position.
Oh, yeah. Where's Rashad Walker? Did he get signed yet?
I didn't hear anything about that yet. That's another position
Or
Steelers could
Rashid
target.
Walker. Rashid Walker.
That's another position Steelers could target due to the uncertainty of Project Jones. Maybe they look at tackles.
I'm surprised he's still out there. He's got penalty issues, but with a good O-line coach, that might be able to get cleaned up. I'm surprised he's still on the market.
He's a steady left tackle. It'd be an option.
Would y'all trade for Brian Thomas Jr. as the JSN role as number 3 rotational? Well, someone will have to play the slot, but that's 3 big-ass receivers. Who you put in the slot?
That's how you pronounce it? His name.
If you can get Brian Thomas for a good pick, yeah, go get him. Because the dude's 23.
Young.
And he's eventually going to be your 1 if you can get him. Do they trade him? Listen, the Jags are actually entertaining calls.
They're listening.
So for all we know, it could happen. I'm not going to say it's going to happen.
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
But it could. They're listening to offers. Would I do it for the right price? Yes. Because we got Pitman, which is cool. But I'd imagine he ain't going to be here for more than 2-3 years. You're still going to need an eventual 1, right? BTJ is your 1. That's how I see it. But who do you put in the slot? You got to put somebody in the slot. You can have a big body slot, which honestly, no. Put DK in the slot.
DK.
He played slot last year. Some of his best plays came in the slot.
Matter of fact, that 80-yard touchdown he got versus the Vikings, he was in the slot on that play.
Yeah,
you want to utilize his yak ability, put him in the slot. That wouldn't be the worst thing for Metcalf. That could actually better him.
Don't get my hopes up, people. Come on, don't do that to me. I don't hate that.
Ease your expectations, though.
Oh, I'm easing my expectations. I'm not getting my hopes up.
That's a mismatch, though. Big time.
That's what I'm saying. You got that speed and size. The only issue I have with Brian Thomas is his drops. I think he had 8 last year. But, I mean, Devontae Adams had dropped because he couldn't catch a pass his first 2 years, and now he led the league in touchdowns last year with the Rams. It's all mental, in my opinion, for him, right? Like, how many slot reps did DK have? I'm curious.
It wasn't as much as they should have had him do. Here, I can check it right now.
Because not Pittman, what's his name? Brian Thomas had like 120-something reps in the slot. DK had, if I can get the number here, in the slot, he had he had 94 reps in the slot. Almost 400 wide.
That's it.
But he had a lot of slot time in Seattle, too. Keep in mind, we didn't run a lot of 11 personnel last year because Arthur Smith doesn't do it. So you bring in McCarthy, who runs a ton of 11 personnel. You put DK in the slot, his slot numbers could see a drastic increase. Throwing it out there.
Yeah, you got to use him more in the slot. Utilize him more there.
Even Pitman can play slot.
He's capable of doing it, yeah.
He's played well over 100 snaps in the slot his last five seasons.
That's the thing about the talent that you got. Like, you can place them anywhere and they can do what they need to do. They've showcased it in the past.
I'm not going to get my hopes up about Brian Thomas Jr.
And neither am I. Again, like, I'll believe it when I see it. But it's just the fact that if the coaching will just utilize the talent properly, you can use them in various ways in the offense just to make it so unpredictable.
Yeah.
Make it a lot of fun despite who the quarterback is. Just an idea. Just an idea.
DK Pitman branch in the 3rd round? He has Zakaria Branch from Georgia. Speedster.
That bona fide slot weapon at that too.
He's a bit of a gadget guy because most of his routes or receptions came on screens, but he's a speedster. Like that guy's a yak guy, a playmaker. He can work on his route running. I think him in the slot in the 3rd round would be good.
Wait a minute. Who is this? Huh? Okay. I don't know who Adam Farrell is, but he's verified on Twitter. He's an NFL insider and reporter, according to his description. He's got 12,000 followers on Twitter. He said Pittsburgh Steelers have an offer on the table for Chicago Bears quarterback 2, Tyson Bagent. The offer is believed to be a 3rd-round pick. Chicago is wanting a 2nd or an additional day 3 pick.
Fuck no.
Arizona called, but the price is too high. It looks like a deal will get done. No, I don't believe that.
For a 3rd-round pick? No.
I don't believe that for
doesn't
a
make
second.
sense.
I don't believe that for a second.
Fuck no. No. Yeah, that's no.
No, there's no way that's legitimate.
No, there's no way.
I mean, I never heard of this Adam guy before in my life. There's no way that's real.
People in the chat saying he's fake. Okay, I never saw him before. We never saw him before.
Neither did I.
I was gonna say that doesn't make sense.
3rd.
That doesn't make sense.
No, that'd be awful. Like when people were throwing out, trade Nick Herbig for Tanner McGee, or trade a 3rd rounder for Tanner McGee, or get Mac Jones. I'm like, no.
Sandman TJ says trade up and get Lemon. He can be our slot and he can play outside. That's what I'm saying. That's what I want. Like I would love Vega, or I love to trade up for Downs or Styles if that's even possible. They're probably going top 10, so it's probably not likely. I want Lemon. Like if you're asking me who I want in the draft, I want Lemon. I'm well open to everyone else, but I really want Lemon.
He's number 1 on my wish list. He is.
I get JSN and Puka vibes with him. He's smaller than Puka, but he plays like Puka. Everyone compares him to Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think that's an easy comp. I see a lot of Puka in him, man.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing, no.
All right, then.
I'm just fleshing out a little bit.
All right, that's fair. I see what you mean, though.
Don't get crazy. Thomas is too young for this team. We are drafting Sony Styles in the 1st round. We are trading Patrick Queen by Wednesday, says Scott D. I'm going to hold you to that. Scott. Thoughts on bringing in Anthony Richardson? No, thank you.
Why?
Too injury prone and a major project. No, thank you.
I'm satisfied with the one trade we did with the Colts.
It's like a more hurt Justin Fields.
A more raw Justin Fields.
Where do you guys see us drafting nose tackle?
That's another position that, honestly, if they want to go early, I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't think they take it later than the 4th round.
I wouldn't be surprised by that. Because I know they've looked at Caden McDonald. They've looked at a Daryl Jackson. They've looked at a couple guys like that.
Lee Hunter, I think.
Lee Hunter. They've looked at a couple candidates for nose tackle. And 5 picks within the first 2 days. So it's highly possible.
We need extra line help for sure. When do we go after a new kicker? Not that Boswell is close to being done, but have to consider.
Well, Boz is, what is he going to be, 37?
Good question.
Let me check.
Hold on, timeout. That's not right.
No, I'm way wrong. I'm sorry. He's going to be 35 on March 16th. 35.
He'll be 35 in a week from now.
He's been here 11 years.
That's right. I've enjoyed every second of it outside of 2018.
That's Boswell, man. That's my kicker.
No, man, you keep Boswell as long as you can. Until we start.
The guy still got a foot. He can still kick.
Until he starts showing some regression, you keep him around.
Give him an extension. Give him like a 3-year extension.
Dustin says wide receiver Jeff Caldwell in the 3rd round with one of our comp picks. If they take a receiver, I don't think it'll be any later than the 3rd either. 3rd or 4th round. Receiver stacked, man. Receiver's really stacked.
Wait, Trevor Penning's staying with the Chargers?
Depth.
They better hope that's all he is.
Now for linebacker, I kept hearing mixed feelings on Peyton Wilson. Some said he's awesome, and others said he didn't live up to the hype. Is he good or not? We don't know yet. He didn't get enough playing time. They decided to play him on special teams and play more of Malik Harrison with the starting defense. Why, I don't know.
Doesn't make sense to me.
Which, by the way, Cole Holcomb coming back, that is the Malik Harrison replacement. At least it should be.
I was actually surprised that they re-signed Holcomb. It's a 2-year, $5 million deal.
It's cheap. He's a good depth guy. He's got starting experience, and he can be that rotational piece if need be.
And special teams guy if they need him to play there.
And the Steelers always do well by players that get hurt.
Yeah.
They've always done that. Look at Shazier, for instance.
Of course. I mean, Holcomb back. I wasn't expecting it, but I'm fine with it.
I'm very fine.
I think it works.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine with Holcomb coming back. Cons liked Holcomb for a while. It was one of the first free agents he signed when he first got the seat at GM. So he decided to keep him around. It's kind of one of his guys, right? Maybe they'll bring Hampton back. He's old enough for this team. I don't think he's as big as he used to be.
Well, if we talking like that, then what about Calais Campbell? He's a free agent.
I want Vega or McDonald first round. If they want to go trenches, listen, I'm not opposed to that. Trenches is always a good spot to go. It's not pretty, but it's 100% necessary because that's how you win football games. It's in the trenches.
Exactly.
That's where it starts. That's where the ball starts before the snap, and that's how you win or lose.
Just look at the Super Bowl, the past 2 Super Bowls, for example. Like, it really tells the game, bro. Oh, apparently the Broncos are releasing Trey Greenlaw. Yeah.
Trey Greenlaw.
Dre Greenlaw.
Oh,
Dre.
yeah. Oh,
Did I say
him.
Trey?
Yeah, you said Trey. I was like, hold on.
Dre.
Trey
Sorry.
Greenlaw, former 49er.
Yeah.
I have a personal vendetta against him. He cost me a fantasy championship years ago. Shout out to Josh K in the Discord chat.
Oh, you know Josh K remembers that.
Jacob Hollister, bro. I needed a touchdown, and you got
You
stopped at
remember the
half-inch
tight
line.
end?
You don't forget that. That was the
Well,
fantasy
it
championship.
wasn't. I wasn't in the situation, so
You don't forget that. That was in the fantasy championship, my boy. And Jacob Hollister couldn't scoot his ass into the end zone. Dre Greenlaw made the stop. That was his rookie season. Yeah.
would it be forgiven if you were to sign with the Steelers and make a play? I'm not saying I want Dre Greenlaw, but I'm just making a joke here.
No.
No?
No.
No? Super Bowl on the line, he makes an interception. You still butthurt?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got Holcomb. What do we need him for?
I know. I don't know where Greenlaw goes, but he's a free agent.
Trubisky signed with the Titans. Will Levis is on the trade block. No, thank you. I don't want Mayo Man. No.
What? No. Oh, hell no.
Try Joe Milton or Jalen Milroe. I think we've been down that Joe Milton train, was it just last year?
It was actually.
Was it last year? And he got traded to who?
The Cowboys.
Yes. And then Jalen Milroe, I don't think the Seahawks are getting rid of him. They're both raw. They're essentially the same quarterback. They're both very raw.
Yeah.
So, like, I wouldn't bother. Like, if you're
No.
going to take a raw quarterback, you might as well draft Taylon Green in, like, the 5th round. You know what I mean?
Literally the same player. Not that far off.
3rd for Mac Jones and a 6th rounder. The Niners aren't getting rid of him. They're keeping him. But I wouldn't trade a 3rd for Mac, no.
No, that's too pricey. Not at all.
How do you guys feel about Jacoby Lane? Love Jacoby Lane. Think he's very underrated. Him and Lemon were a great duo last year. Lane isn't talked about enough. That's where receivers stacked. You got Branch, you got Lane, you got Hurst, you got I like Kevin Coleman as a slot option too. I think he's a speedy little fucker.
Bryce Lance.
You got a lot of really good receivers that you can get day 2, early day 3. Jacoby Lane's up there for me, man. I like a lot of what he offers.
I'm a big fan of his size. I'm a big fan of his play. The guy's got hands. He doesn't drop the ball often.
He kind of reminds me of Pickens in a way.
A little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. We could trade down and get Caden McDonald. If they want to do that, by all means. Lee Hunter will fall because of testing, but he will be a good steal. Yeah, he's just one of those guys, like, do you pass on him if he's there? I don't know. There's gonna be a lot of players there at 21 for them to consider. I feel like the last couple of years there's been a lot of really good a lot of good selections that they could have went with anyway. Like with Fatanu, right? They took Fatanu, but Quentin Mitchell was there. Brian Thomas Jr. was there, and they opted to go with Fatanu, right? Even with Broderick Jones. You got Broderick Jones, but Christian Gonzalez was there. They passed on Gonzalez for Broderick. Even last year, you had Derek Harmon. I know everyone was hyped about Shador, but you could have went like, wasn't it Marion Hampton still on the board? Wasn't Matthew Golden still on the board?
I think Hampton was the pick after, yeah.
Yeah, so like there's plenty of options, man. It's insane. 21's going to be a decent spot to select from a variety of talent. It's a good problem to have. It's good to keep your options open.
Oh, big time.
Bring Juju home? I don't think he's a free agent.
I don't know.
Actually, I'm going to end this poll. Let me get another one in here.
I don't know about Juju. Let me double check.
Who was he with last year?
Kansas City. Remember he got into that fight with
with Byron Branch.
Yep.
Brian Branch.
Yeah, got into that fight. He is.
He's a free agent.
Yep.
Let that ship go. Let that ship go.
Let it pass. Let it pass.
Let me get that. Let that ship go.
Let it go.
Taylor Green would be a sleeper 5th round pick. I mean, if you want to develop a guy, I mean, why not? Good gadget player to start off. Like that's kind of where I'm okay taking a quarterback. Is if you want to take a quarterback, 5th round's a good spot. 5th and all the way over to the 7th is a good spot because at that point you're not risking much, are you?
No, not a lot.
Sleepers has Tyreek Hill a 92% chance for the Steelers to get him. That's not happening. That doesn't even make sense.
No, it doesn't.
He might not even be healthy. Would love to see Dunker at guard. Yeah, Jennings Dunker. His arm length's going to push him to guard, but he's another good one. Iowa got a couple good guards coming out, actually. Bo Stevens. Dunker's going to be a guard.
Yep.
Any Iowa, like, they just breed NFL players, dude. Like, Iowa just has a factory. It's unbelievable.
Ain't Iowa tight end, they know how to develop tight ends. What's the phrase? Tight end university?
Tight end university.
Yeah.
George Kittle, TJ Hawkinson.
Yeah.
What's the most recent
Noah
one?
Fant was one. Though he wasn't.
Oh, yeah, Noah Fant was from Iowa.
He was from Iowa. He didn't turn out like.
What's the most recent
others.
one? I'm drawing a massive blank. Who was the most recent one?
Hold on. Was Sam Laporta from Iowa?
I don't think he was.
No.
What's the other one I'm missing? I'm missing another one. Yeah, Sam Laporta. You know, you're right.
Okay,
Sam Laporta.
all right. There you go.
called
Well,
it.
that's the recent one then, right? Is that the one you were thinking?
No, I thought that was a more recent one.
Yeah, Iowa's tight end university.
I know that. I could have sworn there was a more recent one. Maybe Sam Laporta is the recent one. But you
I
get the
consider him
phrase
the
here.
recent one. Yeah.
You get the phrase here. I mean, they're all starters with their team. It's insane.
Well, speaking of Noah Fant,
Oh, my God.
he's signing a 2-year deal with the New Orleans Saints.
God, it's like we spoke into existence.
God, man, the timing. We didn't do it on purpose, believe me.
Yeah, Hargrave is a free agent, Lee. If they want to bring in a defensive lineman, there's not a lot of young options. So you're literally looking at like a Reynolds nose. Harmon's kind of regressed, but for a rotational guy, I mean, that's kind of all you're going to get. That's all you're really going to get with the defensive line free agency market now. They're all just rotational, aging vets. You know, Reynolds, like Dalvin Tomlinson or Javon Hargrave or guys like that. Do they grab one of them or they take the position mad early? I'll tell you what.
I think they go younger though.
All this is giving me a lot to think about for our next mock whenever that's going to come out.
Oh yeah, big time.
One of the third rounders for offensive guard, plenty of good ones will be available. If we're going to take a guard in the 3rd round, if he's going to be there, I would love Kalen Rutledge.
Yes.
I think he's mad underrated.
Georgia Tech guard, dude.
I think he's very underrated.
He's a bully.
He is.
He's a bully. He's another one of those guards that kind of reminds me of Mason McCormick.
A little bit, yeah. You move him over to left guard and...
Yeah, him moving over to left, it wouldn't hurt him.
Well, look, McCormick was at left guard at North Dakota State. Not North Dakota State. South Dakota State.
South Dakota.
And they moved him over to the right, and he's been a fit since. Fatano, he was a left tackle at Washington. Moved him over to the right. He's a fit. It's very common now that certain players are switching positions or switching different sides of the line.
Sewell, coming out of Oregon, he was left tackle.
Moved over to the right, and he's the best tackle in the league, arguably.
Best right tackle, no doubt.
Yeah. Do you guys want Johnson as running back too, or should we draft one? I'd give him the opportunity, but I'd still sign a vet. Like Rashad White, who's literally Kenny G 2.0, if just maybe bigger, or Rico Dowdle. If you want to improve that running back room, you give Rico most of the carries, you make Warren that change of pace back. Maybe they give Caleb the opportunity to be that primary rusher, and then you give Warren the third down option role again.
Or they could just run with Warren and Caleb and then draft a guy maybe day 3.
I could see that too.
That's an option, right?
If they don't sign a running back, they're definitely drafting one. I wouldn't draft one too early though, not till day 3.
I don't think they do that 2 straight years.
Unless there is someone you just can't pass on, like a Jeremiah Love. I mean, with the Chiefs signing K9, you never know now.
Mm-hmm.
You never know. Yeah, Bryce Lance in the third. Yeah, he's a good option too.
Yep.
He's like Christian Watson, but better. Not just because from the same school, but he's identical, just better and healthier. Better hands too. It's crazy how many wide receiver options there are, man.
There's a lot, dude. A lot of good ones.
Yeah. Still need Lemon. Pittman was just our yearly solid vet signing. I mean, he was a trade, but I mean, he'll be here at least minimum 2 years. He might not play out his entire contract, but he'll be here minimum 2 years with a third year option still there. But yeah, I agree. We still need a receiver. Like, I'm still gonna plant my flag on that hill that we need a receiver. We need to take the Seahawks playbook and what they did with JSN. They had DK, they had Lockett, but they still took JSN early in the first. And look at him now. Look at him now. 16-something hundred yards and a Super Bowl ring.
Offensive player of the year this year.
They're number 1. We need to do the same thing at receiver this year.
Is that basic but simple blueprint. It works. It can work. And just to fill that wide receiver 3 position and just to bolster wide receiver even better and just to help out the quarterback for you this year and for down the road.
That's what I want to do, but I'm not opposed to going guard or going tackle or going D-line or going any other position, right? Mm-hmm. Safety.
Right.
Safety's up there too, potentially.
It is.
I mean, what are they going to do with Ramsey?
Again, that's another question mark. Where are they going to put him?
Yeah, how much did Devin Bush make? Dallas Clark was IR, wasn't he? That's a throwback. Dallas Clark was mad underrated.
Oh, that's right. Wow.
Dallas Clark was super underrated.
Yep.
He's not talked about enough. He's kind of in that same little pipeline as Heath, right? Like, they could do everything you ask them to, and they might not have Hall of Fame numbers, but son of a bitch, can they play?
Just security blankets. So reliable. That just come in and just put their head down and do the work, do what they need to do what they're asked to do.
I miss Heath, man. I really do.
Heath is one of those guys that embodied a Steeler to a T.
Yeah, how much?
Especially as a tight end.
How much did Devin Bush make?
3 years, $30 million.
Good for him. He worked his ass off. Good for him. It sucks he couldn't do it with us. He's a bust for sure. Run the ball! But
he was a bust for us, but
good for him.
Jim Schwartz found a way to utilize him. He did well in Cleveland, and now he's going to work with Dennis Allen and the Bears. So
yeah,
best of luck to Bush.
Steely with 199 says, if we can't get Lemon, shoot for Concepcion in round 2. Round 2 would be a good spot for him. Even if you have to trade up for him. Same thing with a Omar Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer Cooper over Concepcion, but I'll take either.
I do agree on that, but you can't go wrong with Concepcion.
I think
as long as he works on the drops, which he said he's working to do.
Well, obviously, he has to.
No, he has no other choice.
But no, if I had to give you a raw receiver ranking, it's Lemon at 1, Tyson at 2, Tate at 3, Cooper at 4, Concepcion at 5, and 6, 7, and the rest are just up for grabs. I'm not a big fan of Denzel Boston. He reminds me too much of Keon Coleman. He's not a loose athlete.
Yeah, I didn't even like Keon Coleman coming out of Florida State.
Me neither.
Was it Florida State? I think it was.
I think you're right.
Just wasn't a fan.
Have to use picks to trade up, have 12 picks. Well, that's the idea. Oh, I forgot about Lou Nichols. He signed to a future contract. He'll be here with us for camp.
How can we forget about our guy, Lou Nichols? Maybe he's the 3.
Shit.
Or maybe he works to be the 2. He was great in preseason. Guy's a thumper. Guy's a speedster. And didn't he return kicks for a little bit too?
I think he did. Maybe that's his role.
Do we just find a solution?
Maybe that's his role.
Hey, he could be given that chance, that opportunity.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We still need a kick returner. We might sign one in free agency. I know D. Eskridge is still out there. He has some Danny Crossman connection from the Dolphins in 2024, and he was, I think, their primary returner last year. And Sky Moore's still out there. That's all I got in terms of offering return specialist names. Only for return duties. That's it. because we need that. Maybe they give the opportunity to Lou Nichols, but that would be his primary role. He'd be the 3 and kick returner, but that's it. You wouldn't get any carries.
No.
He wouldn't get any carries.
Yeah, I don't know what the Steelers have in mind as far as special teams purposes go. Maybe they do try to get Calvin Austin back just to fill that 3 position and kick return, of course. Maybe that's their goal.
Somber says we don't need Lemon to fall to 21. If he makes it past 12, 15, you go get him. That's what I'm saying. If he falls to 21, that's the steal of the draft. He's not falling to 21. But yeah, if he falls somewhere between like the Raiders selection, I mean, you got to get him. As I am. And no, there's no character concerns. See, my fear is the Rams are going to get him. Because they still have they traded for McDuffie. They still have the 13th pick, and they're getting a receiver because Adams is getting up there with age. My fear is the Rams are going to get him.
That'd be nasty.
Or maybe the Rams sign a receiver. Where's Romeo Dobbs at? Is he still a free agent?
He's still a free agent.
Isn't Juwan Jennings still a free agent?
Still a free agent.
Really? We still got a lot of news still to come out.
Yeah, like looking at the available free agents. Hold on, let me see here.
Holy shit.
Trey Hendrickson's still a free agent. Devin Lloyd's still a free agent. Kyler Murray. Let me see here. N'Kobe Dean, Leo Chenal, Mike Evans is a 49er. Etienne's a Saint. Rigo Dodal, he's still available. Sayamalu.
I wouldn't be surprised if they bring back Sayamalu.
You got, DJ Reader. You got Debo Samuel, but whatever. There's options, right? You got Juwan Jennings. You got Rashid Shaheed.
He's still out there.
He's still out there.
Hey, yo, you know what? Low key.
You got Rasheed Walker.
Hear me out.
Run the ball!
Like, you got options out there.
Hear me out about Shaheed. Hear me out. Just saying.
Romeo Dobbs, Dallas Goedert, he's still a free agent. I'm surprised Philly hasn't brought him back yet. Tariq Woolen. Bobby Wagner's still a free agent? I think he is. Where the hell is he going to go?
He might go back to the Commanders.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I'm surprised he's still playing, too.
You still got Bradley Chubb as a free agent.
Mystic Gaming with the 199 says, I'm calling it now. Steelers draft Jeremiah Love. Now, at 21, you're saying they trade up for him. What do you guys know and think about North Dakota State quarterback Cole Payton? Well, we know enough to put him in our most recent mock in the 6th round. I like Cole Payton. Reminds me a bit of Taysom Hill in a way.
Yep.
As like he could switch positions and look elsewhere to find roles, but he's a lefty quarterback, which I get most lefties don't pan out so well, but I think he did well for North Dakota State. His accuracy's kind of spotty, but he has a pretty deep ball. Look at Bryce Lance and what he did. Like, a lot of his plays were in the deep ball capacity. Like, he has a pretty deep ball. He's got a decent arm. And how many touchdowns does he have in his career? Like 30-something? He's a rushing quarterback.
31 career rushing touchdowns, I believe.
He's mobile as hell.
He's flashy. He's fluid. He's got that dual threat ability. Something that McCarthy's kind of looking for.
I don't mind that as a late round guy. You're bringing him in for a camp body or competition. If anything, stack him on the practice squad. He's your quarterback 3 for the future. You use him in the scouting department against rushing quarterbacks.
Or just certain, like quarterback packages that you want for his scrambling capabilities.
They want to.
That's an idea. Again, like very, very Taysom Hill-esque. It's a possibility.
He don't want to be a Steeler. He turned us down last year. Yeah, but if you throw a bag at him, is he going to say no now?
I'm surprised he hasn't gotten a bag yet. Where should he go? If he's not going back to he could go back to the Seahawks, but he's looking at his market. Where could he go if it's not Seattle?
Eric says Isaac is old, so fits. I mean, honestly, I'm expecting Sayamalu to come back. I think if he's not getting any other great markets or any other offers out there, he's just going to come back to us because I'm sure the Steelers want him back.
As long as it's short term and it's a reasonable contract, I guess so.
You better go get a guard.
You better draft a guard. If that's the intent, if that's the idea, fine. But if you bring back Sayamalu but don't draft a guard, it's like, what are we doing? I would not. I would give, if you're going to bring Sayamalu back, I would do a short-term deal, like 2 years max, but I would not overpay the guy. I wouldn't. Not at his age and not at his, injury scare.
Right.
I mean, the whole left guard position the past number of years because of Sayamalu just hasn't been able to stay healthy.
Okay, I'm totally going to botch this guy's name, but the chat's bringing up Caden Wetjen. Is that how you say his name? Caden Wetjen? Is that how you say his name? I'm probably botching it, but Caden Wetjen. Obviously, receiver from Iowa. Another Iowa cat. Iowa cats just breed, studs, right? I mean, if you want to bring him in as a return specialist.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Steelers looked at him at the combine. They met with him at the combine.
The T is silent. Says somber.
Wedgen.
Wedgen?
Weegan?
So what's the T?
I don't know, dude.
What's the T for?
Y'all already know. We're awful with names, man.
Weegan.
That's what I thought. Weegan.
Yeah, Weegan. Okay.
Weegan.
All right.
Caden Weegan. Yeah, if you want a return specialist, I mean, he's one you can get in the mid rounds. But I mean, they looked his direction, so they're looking at the return ability. They need to. They have no one. Like, let's say the season started today. Who's your kick returner? And I'm not putting Warren back there.
Yeah, let's not do that.
No.
Let's not do that. That was just stupid.
No.
Looking at the roster. Listen, Roman Wilson's got to pin out somehow, right?
You're not putting Roman in the returns.
Dude, are you gonna put him outside? Are you gonna have him on the offense? What else you gonna have? A defensive back? Who would that be? Dante Kent?
Would that be the only way he makes the roster? I don't think he has any kick return. He has brief kick return.
Very brief.
Very, like maybe 6 returns in his career.
Very brief. Maybe they do Dante Kent if he's healthy. Like a defensive back doing it.
Yeah, Tomlin didn't like it, but McCarthy's more open to it.
Maybe it's Kent. If Kent's healthy, if he, that could be his way to make the roster, considering how loaded the cornerback room already is. That might be his way in.
Well, if they want to sign Shaheed, put him back there.
Or do that too. I mean, like, that just seems like the most easy way to do it.
Thoughts on Steelers getting Jamel Dean, and do y'all think he will do better under Graham than he did with Todd Bowles? Yeah, now that he's the cornerback too and has less responsibility, yeah.
Yes.
I think the Jamel Dean addition is really good. I love it. Like, that was like the biggest splash corner that they could have signed. Everyone else would have been solid, underrated signings, but Dean was like the real splash. And they got him for a bargain deal. I'm glad we got Dean.
Yeah, completely snagged Dean away. That's a good deal.
Yeah.
It's a good pickup.
Very happy we got Dean. He's a lockdown corner. He's strong in the run game.
He's a capable number 1 that is now going to be the number 2.
He's going to be a great number 2.
Yeah. Yes, he is.
And again, we got Asante Samuel behind him as depth, as that insurance policy, who did good for that role last year, and he's going to get a prove-a-year deal.
Can't beat it.
Maybe he gets time in the slot. He doesn't do a lot of it, but maybe that's his opportunity there. I have no idea. Any extra news that has broken? Or are we just kind of in the quiet period?
That's what I'm looking at.
Hold on. Why did Jaquan Brisker put the prayer emoji 4 times on Twitter? That was an hour ago.
An hour ago. Oh, there's news. Nakobe Dean. He's signing with the Raiders. Nakobe Dean's going to Las Vegas.
Raiders are signing everybody.
Yes, they got money. They got money, so they can do it.
Okay. I mean, if he can stay healthy, he's a good player.
He's very athletic, but that's the problem, his injuries.
Oh, God. Steelers insider Brooke Pryor said on ESPN just now, this is about an hour ago, the team believes Aaron Rodgers will be back for 2026.
In other news, the sky is blue.
And my day's ruined.
Water is wet.
I was enjoying the Pitman and Dean additions and thinking about what could we do? This opens a lot for the draft now. Now Brooke Pryor thinks that, or she believes that Aaron Rodgers will be back.
Just about everybody does.
He's going to be back. We know it.
Like, yeah, we traded for Pitman. We signed Jamel Dean. Who knows what else the Steelers could do? And then A-Rod had to come back. Oh, jeez. What a way to rain on our parade, huh?
How is Devin Lloyd still a free agent?
I don't know.
Thought he'd been off the market immediately. Okay. So I asked y'all many moons ago, what other free agents could we sign? Y'all put out options like Brisker, and Nick Cross, and Elton Jenkins, and guys like that, right? Now let me ask y'all, what player do you think the Steelers could trade for? Let's say they make another trade. what player do you think they could trade for?
That's a good question, bro.
Should we go after Isaiah Pacheco? I think we can do better.
No, I think we
better.
can, I think I got like a White or a Dodal if you want to go running back. Those are better options.
Yeah.
Pacheco's just not him anymore. Like that injury he sustained, what was it, like a year, 2 years ago? Just completely messed him up.
Yeah, he had a good rookie year, but no.
He's just not dynamic.
Yeah, Alex. Yeah, Bucks signed Gainwell. I'm a little upset about that. Watch us get Rashad White.
They'll just swap. But I'm happy for Gainwell. He's earned it. He got a pay raise. He got a good contract, and he's honestly in a good fit with Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
I'm sure that they will use him properly. Baker's got a good target. He's got a good back to hand the ball off to.
Definitely.
Bucks fans, you guys will love Gainwell, believe me.
Gainwell's a dog.
Team MVP, bro. I don't know how he still caught that pass in the Lions game.
Why is this team so fucking obsessed with Rodgers? Dylan, I don't know.
Swear jar.
I don't know. I just don't think he does anything for us this year. I don't. Philip only just deleted that Cowboys are trying to trade for Queen. What? I don't believe anything Philip only says.
He said that the
Listen,
Steelers
they
were in
can
the
have
market. He said that the Steelers were in the market for Walker. I didn't believe it for a split second.
There was never a chance Walker was coming here.
No, that's why I didn't believe it.
If the Steelers want to trade Patrick Queen, by all means, go get Devin Lloyd.
I'll take the extra $13 million that we could save.
I'll even take Leo Chenal.
I don't hate it. Chenal and Peyton Wilson. I think that's a good duo.
Another Wisconsin Badger.
But if you want to make another splash on defense, I mean Devin Lloyd. Not getting my hopes
I
up.
don't know how the Jags didn't bring him back.
Not getting my hopes up. Yeah, they didn't even franchise tag him.
No.
Why? What's their cap situation?
I have no idea.
Maybe that's the issue. I haven't really looked at the cap situation for the Jags.
But yeah, let's see what all the Raiders did, because they're signing all these dudes.
Yeah, left and right.
Let me see. How do I
Jaguars. Oh.
what?
They have $110,348 in salary cap.
That's it.
That's it.
That makes sense.
That is the lowest.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That is trash.
Well, there you go. Well,
Didn't the Colts have like 152,000 not too long ago?
was that 2 years ago or was that exactly a year ago?
I don't know how long, but they were. Oh, that was bad. Yeah, let's look at the Raiders. Let's see what all they got. If I can find them on the list here. Raiders got Jalen Naylor, Tyler Linderbaum, Kwity Paye, Teron Johnson, Eric Stokes, and they just signed Nakobe Dean.
Yep. It's a 3-year deal for Nakobe Dean. 3 years.
Damn.
And they are
He can't stay healthy.
They're not done.
Hold on.
The Raiders are also signing Quay Walker.
Oh, new linebacking core.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Wow, okay.
What does Kubiak have in mind?
Quay Walker's a good player. Just don't put him in coverage. But they're stacking, man. They're getting.
They are splurging.
Well, they have what? 100. How much money do they have? 120 million or something like that?
Yeah, because they trade away Crosby. That opened things up. And now they got
They need another receiver.
2 first, bro.
They need another. Who are the receivers?
The receivers are Jack Betch, Dante Thornton, Trey Tucker, and Shedrick
Bro,
Jackson.
they need to go get a receiver. Oh shit, they're gonna
They have 2 first rounders.
take a receiver at 14, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
You can have Tate if we can have Lemon. That's my trade proposal. Pick one. They need to go get a receiver.
Who's their DC? Rob Leonard. Oh. Okay. He got promoted. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Funny enough, he was under John Harbaugh's staff as a linebackers coach in 2022. So there you go.
Waiting on a Trevon extension, it would free up around $20 million in cap space. Yeah, for the Jags, yeah. It's one of those things where like they took him in the first overall. I was like, really, over Hutchinson?
Mm-hmm.
He's actually panned out pretty well for the Jags. He has.
what was it, his second year, he had double digits. Did he have double digits this past year too?
Something like that.
With Josh Allen.
Josh Allen Hines.
Josh Allen.
What is it? It's Josh Allen.
No,
Stop changing your names, damn it.
It's not that Josh Allen. No. He had 3.5 sacks this past year, Trevon Walker. But he's had double-digit sacks two times.
Trade Highsmith for second and third next year. That would have to be next year, wouldn't it? They're gonna have to trade an edge rusher at some point next year. It's gonna happen. Like, this is the last year we're gonna have Highsmith, Watt, and Herbig together. Then Herbig's gonna get extended, and one of the older dudes got to go. Depending on the season that either guy has, one of them's got to go. It's probably going to be Highsmith because they take less of a dead cap hit if they trade Highsmith. But let's say Highsmith has a better year than Watt. Sorry, Watt. Old Yeller style. You know what I mean? No disrespect. It's just business. Look at that. Omar, Cooper, and Mendoza. Oh, yeah, they might take Cooper. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, you know what? That sounds like a Raiders pick.
That makes sense.
That sounds like a Raiders pick. What they got? The Ravens had the 14th, right?
Yeah.
That sounds like a Raiders pick. That sounds like it. But listen, they would get a good one. Does Cooper go before a guy like Lemon? Or even Tyson?
Dude, anything can happen. Draft boards are drastically different.
Yeah. Get that familiarity going? I could see it, yeah. Who pointed that out in the live chat?
That was... I lost it. That was... Where the hell? There we go. That was Shady Likes to Eat. He put that out there.
Well, shout out to him.
Mm-hmm.
He might be coming up with something.
Who we signing next, fellas? Flyboy. I don't know. Probably a running back, maybe another receiver. If they're going to sign a receiver, it's going to be depth or return specialist ability, like an Eskridge or like a Tolbert or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because of the McCarthy connection.
Yo, Titans, they just keep signing people, but this one is not good. They are signing guard Cordell Volson, former Bengals starter.
He's got to be a backup.
He's got to be.
Because Volson was not good.
No, he's awful.
Not good.
He's got to be the backup for them, right?
What if they take Surratt and Cooper? Listen, bro. They need a receiver bad. They don't have a one. Thornton's one-dimensional. Jack Best didn't have the greatest rookie season. Whether that's a Pete Carroll issue, I don't know. We're going to find out. Trey Tucker's good. I'll give him that. He's not a one. They need help. They need help.
They need a lot. Well, they're working on that.
I think the Raiders are going to get Vega at 14. They need all the O-line support they can get, even with Linderbaum. So where would that put Jackson Powers Johnson? If they get Vega, where does that put Jackson Powers Johnson? Or they get rid of him?
No, they're going to keep him at guard.
Sure.
Fowler already reported they're not going to trade him. They're going to keep him at guard.
Jackson Powers Johnson?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're going to keep him at guard.
Purple Yeti pack. What do you guys think about getting Jackson Powers Johnson from the Raiders and take a flyer on him to replace Sayamalu?
Unless the Raiders opt to change their mind.
I would do it.
I think they're going to keep Jackson Powers Johnson.
I love them coming out of college.
Oh, big
Why
time.
not? But would they
He
trade
was the
him?
center I originally wanted, but then when he was taken, it's like, Frazier, you're the guy.
Yeah.
And never been happy with Frazier.
Well, Frazier made the most sense because he was the most pure center.
He was exactly the most pure, the wrestling background.
Because Powers only played 1 year at center in college.
How?
Now I think they're left guard.
He is their left guard. I'm trying to see how many. Did he ever play any center snaps for the Raiders?
Not that I'm aware of. Also, I don't pay attention to the Raiders, so.
Yeah, good point. I don't know, but he is their left guard.
If he gets past 14, I'd trade up for Vega. There's a lot of players you could trade up for, honestly. Any of the top 3 receivers, Caleb Downs, Vega, maybe one of the defensive linemen. Although I think you're going to have some defensive lineman options in the first if you want to go D-line again, which I'm not opposed to.
As a matter of fact, Jackson Powers Johnson, he was their right guard last year.
He was right guard?
Right guard. His rookie year, he played left guard, center, and a bit of right guard.
Oh, damn.
So they had to move around his rookie year.
Damn.
Then last year, he was right guard, but he only played 354 snaps. I think he got hurt, which sucks. Jeez.
Yeah, Elton Jenkins is a free agent. Yeah, he got released by the Packers. I can totally see the Steelers trying to go grab him.
100%. If they don't bring back Sayamalu, I think Jenkins is going to be on their list. Again, a short-term deal, if anything.
I'm looking for a fix. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
so am I. So am I. But like, who? Unless you take a flyer on Tucker, Elijah Vera Tucker, but
Okay.
that's a huge gamble, dude.
I don't
That's
know.
like a 1 year prove a deal.
I don't know what sources Brandon Fioku has. He's kind of gotten some serious engagement on X lately, mostly because of the Logan Paul situation.
What Le'Veon Bell? That's funny, by the way.
Yeah, Logan Paul's a bitch, by the way. Isaac Sayamalu says, Fioku says Isaac Sayamalu is in the middle of a bidding war right now between 3 teams. The Pro Bowl guard should be off the market here shortly. What kind of Adam
How
Schefter
long
tweet
ago
is that?
Was that recent?
It's about an hour.
Okay. Interesting. From the account of Brandon Fioku.
By the way, depending on what the Steelers do in free agency, if they do any moves that'll count against the comp situation, they'll lose what could potentially be a 6th round comp pick for losing Gainwell. Mm-hmm. And signing Jamel Dean does not affect that. So there you go.
Well, Omar Khan is all about stacking on them comp picks.
See, that's what I was afraid he was going to do again this year. He's not doing that. Now, they haven't done much in the past couple hours, and maybe we're getting too greedy here.
But like, can we have more, please?
Please, sir, can I have some more?
A safety, a guard, a running back 2.
All right, chat.
A trade for a nose tackle, maybe, right?
What is the one move you want the Steelers to do in free agency, whether that's signing or trading or even releasing somebody? What is the one move you want the Steelers to do right now as free agency still going on? What's the one move? I'll tell you what I don't want to happen. I don't want them to sign Kyler Murray. I still think that's possible. If A-Rod doesn't come back, I think Kyler Murray's their next bet.
Now that he's available, I think the Steelers now have a backup plan in their eyes.
What's the backup plan?
Murray. If it's not A-Rod, it's Murray in their eyes. Not my backup plan.
Release Cole Holcomb? He literally just got extended, my boy.
Yeah, no.
Release Ramsey and Queen? Well, if that was going to happen, I think it would have done that.
Oh,
by
he
now.
would have been done it. If anything, release Malik Harrison. Have Holcomb fill that role.
Yeah. I think
Or maybe you have Holcomb fill the role initially and then maybe draft a guy for him to eventually take over that role.
Khan has confirmed Ramsey's staying.
Yeah, Ramsey's not going anywhere.
He had glowing things to say about Queen, which could mean he's going to stay or he could be a trade option. I don't know. He's the green dot too, so you don't want to lose that responsibility, but we can do better. Devin Lloyd. I'm not getting my hopes up, but saying, throwing it out there. What I want them to do now is grab a guard. I want them to grab a guard. We need a guard.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at, because I'm still thinking Ramsey's going to be the free safety, and they already technically have a slot corner, so maybe they don't address it right away because they're for the draft. I think the next move is definitely guard. I think you have to.
Right.
It's got to be.
Either guard or, I don't know, maybe another receiver.
Or maybe they do go free safety. Maybe they want Ramsey in the nickel with Eccles as the rotational backup, and maybe they address safety next.
Perhaps.
I don't know.
We got LKZ36 with 199 says, do you think it's possible to trade for Vita Vea? No. Plus, didn't he just turn like 30 or 31 or something?
He's definitely getting up there. I mean, why would Tampa Bay get rid of him?
Because of that contract?
He's been Vea's been everything that Tampa Bay's won. He's 31.
Isn't he in the last year or two of his contract?
Let me check that right now, actually.
Because he signed a big old extension like 2022 or something.
Let me check that. Would that be another like contract extension or restructure the Steelers would do?
Oh, try to package some day 2/day 3 picks to get another second. I would use that to trade up if you wanted to. If there's such a player that fell that you just don't want to risk falling.
Yeah, last year. With a $22 million cap hit.
Not as big as I thought it'd be, but
No.
trade for Dexter Lawrence. We're not getting sexy Dexy.
No.
No, it would be cool, but the Giants ain't doing that. Find a way to get one of Dallas first and then give them their third back and send them Queen and whatever else they need. Dallas still has 2 firsts, right?
You know, the Broncos just released Dre Greenlaw. Maybe they want Queen.
Perhaps.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't rule out the Steelers trading someone away. I don't know who.
Neither do I.
I guess Queen would be at the top of the list, but then they're going to have someone already under contract in free agency. We know who that should be.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing to me that Nakobe Dean and Quay Walker both are already off the market before Devin Lloyd.
Or even Leo Chanel.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
I don't know, man.
I think Nakobe Dean got like 36 mil or something for 3 years by the Raiders. Again, the Raiders.
What?
Yeah, the Raiders are splurging. They're spending their money.
Some of their contracts they're giving out is kind of goofy.
Reminds me of
But I get it.
Reminds me of the Patriots at one time. I think it was Belichick's later years. Might have been his last one, actually. He was like splurging so much in free agency on free agents left and right. Like he was bringing in a lot of guys, but the contracts were just outrageous. You remember that?
Yeah.
It was just so
Yeah,
idiotic.
the Patriots would, because Belichick was going nuts and ham. Like, all right.
He was just throwing money. Like, here, have it. Come to me.
actually dare say the Colbert flashback, Pitman trade, it kind of like Colbert flashback, I mean, in about Steelers' old strategy of purposely fill holes need. It's just one that made a lot of sense. And for a late round pick swap, and for the contract that Pitman got, it made a lot of sense for the Steelers. It made sense for everybody. It fixes a need for us, and the Colts are already going to kick him to the curb anyway because of that contract.
So why not? Snag him.
It's definitely like I see what you mean by it being somewhat of a Colbert move because it's something Colbert would have done. Now, extending the guy, I don't know if he would have done that because Colbert didn't really flesh out a lot of money to people outside the organization. He was very much keeping to himself and his homegrown draftees.
Yeah, it was rare, dude.
But in terms of trading to fill a need, yeah. For a late round pick swap, they did that all the time. How many fifth rounders do we trade for Reynolds, a linebacker, tight end,
Let me see
and
if
corner?
I can remember. I think they traded a fifth for Nick Vanette, who's
Tight
still
end.
playing, by the way. Avery Williamson. Didn't they trade one for a corner? Wasn't it? A Keller Witherspoon?
It was Colbert Witherspoon, Joe Schobert.
I forgot about Joe Schobert.
Yeah, how many times did Colbert trade fifth rounders for Reynolds?
I swear to God, it was like every year we never had a fifth.
The best one that worked out was Witherspoon, and then the contract he signed didn't work out. So I guess it didn't ultimately work out.
No, it didn't.
Sign Dowdle, release Harrison, sign Falili. I don't want Falili.
No. I like to protect our quarterback.
Daniel Falili is one of the worst guards in the league.
Like, because of his size, he switched from tackle to guard, and that didn't even help
Yeah.
at all. Like, bro, Y.A. Black put him on his ass. No, what?
We got news.
No, they did.
Listen, good for him. Okay, good for him. He's making his money.
He got some dough though. I'll give him
Kenny
that.
Pickett has agreed to a 1-year contract with the Panthers worth up to $7.5 million. That includes $4 million in guarantees. He just robbed the Panthers of $4 million. Why would why?
7.5 million.
It can be he can earn up to, but he's getting $4 million guarantees.
Okay.
He just robbed the Panthers of $4 million.
Well, there you have it. Kenny Pickett is off the boards. He's going to be a Panther.
Yeah.
He's going to back up.
And this ain't no Baker Mayfield situation either.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Or Sam Darnold.
No, because Andy Dalton's still the backup, right?
What are you saying?
Kenny Pickett's going to be the 3. Let me check. Andy Dalton's the backup to Bryce Young, correct?
I don't know.
Yes, he's still under contract. So they're signing Kenny Pickett to be the 3. This man
You could have drafted somebody.
He's gonna be a healthy scratch, bro. That's all he's gonna be.
Good for Kenny. Good for Kenny.
He got a team.
He got 4. Listen, I'm never gonna fault a man for how he makes his millions. Good for Kenny.
He got a team.
That's right. Tevin Jenkins is still a free agent, isn't he?
He is actually, yeah.
Low key wanted him last year. Dalton retired?
No, he didn't.
Did he? First of all, I'm surprised this guy's still in the damn league.
Or no, he's still playing. He never officially retired. My man's still playing.
I wouldn't say
He's still playing. That's wild. He got drafted in 2011. He's still playing.
crazy, right? Aaron Rodgers got drafted in 05. 05?
I know.
05.
Joe Flacco, 08.
Oh man, our childhood's still stringing along by a little bit of a
Bro,
tear.
bro, we saw Phillip Rivers come out of retirement last year. Michael Pittman caught passes from that dude, and he could potentially catch passes from Aaron Rodgers.
392 score. Thanks for subbing. We appreciate you.
Appreciate it, brother.
Pickett trying to play for all 32 teams. Shaheed back to Seattle? Is that announced? That makes so much sense, but damn.
Is it legit?
That's what the chat's saying. I'm going to refresh Twitter.
Seahawks are bringing back Rashid Shaheed on a 30-year, $51 million deal.
Woo!
That includes $34.7 million guaranteed. So he's staying a Seahawk. Honestly, that's the best fit for Shaheed. That's a good fit for Shaheed. That's a contract he's got for sure. Return specialist. We know how he is as a target.
Good for him. Good for him.
He served his purpose. He served his role. He helped them win a championship, and they're going to keep him.
Yeah, that makes sense because he's that explosive playmaker. And so those mid-round picks aren't a waste. I mean, they weren't a waste anyway because they won a championship, but they definitely aren't a waste now. See, that's the smarts of Seattle in their front office. They let Walker go. They let Kobe go. Tariq Woolen's still out there, I think, right?
Yes, he's still available.
That's interesting.
But they brought back Josh Jobe, so
yeah,
I don't know if Woolen comes back.
But they're not extending these players that they could easily replace, and they're putting the money to all their skill players. Like JSN's due for a contract. He's going to make boku bucks. Devin Witherspoon, you see how much McDuffie just made? $31 million a year.
John Schneider, man,
What do you think Witherspoon and Gonzalez are going to make?
Yeah. Now, John Schneider, he's a smart business guy. He's a smart GM. He thought all this through. There's no doubt about it.
You think the Steelers trade Patrick Queen?
I think it's a possibility.
Who do you replace him with?
They would only trade him away if they have a deal in place for a free agent linebacker.
Like Devin Lloyd, who had 5 picks last year.
Or Leo Chenal, that's it.
Leo Chenal
As
makes
long as
sense.
they have an agreement and a deal in place for a free agent linebacker, and then I can see them trade away Patrick Queen. Just to dump the cap and take whatever.
Yeah, like you have to have someone under agreement before you make that trade. So yeah, I mean,
But
until
then, I'm thinking Queen's going to remain a Steeler.
like they might be entertaining they might be entertaining offers or phone calls, but nothing's happening.
yeah, I'm sure they'll listen. Do I think a move actually gets done?
No,
No.
I think Queen's gonna stay here. But at the same time, you can't always trust Omar Collinsworth at the combine because remember, this is the same guy that said he believed in Kenny.
And now Kenny's number 3 for Carolina.
Why is everyone getting the real-time updates? I'm getting them so late. I'm getting that from the chat. I mean, I'm trying to refresh Twitter as much as I can whenever I see the chat say something.
It's almost 6:30 over here. We're still getting news.
Holy shit. I mean, it's
crazy.
crazy. It's free agency about.
And there's still plenty of free agents left out there.
We have 40, let me get my math right. We got 45-something hours until, 45 hours and some change until these moves are official, until the new league year officially begins. So up until then, we're going to get all kinds of news, all kinds of updates.
Yeah, Wednesday at 4 p.m., correct? New league year begins?
Lloyd, Leo, or Walker? You mean Quay Walker? He just got signed to the Raiders.
Yeah, he gone.
He gone,
The Raiders got both Quay Walker and Kobe Dean.
Yeah, I don't know what the update is on the pick swap with the Colts. All they said is late round pick swap. So probably I'm not going to do it. Sixth rounder, 7th rounder.
7th rounder, 6th rounder.
I saved myself from the brain rot.
I thank you for that.
They moving up to take Sony Styles round 1, boys. Hey, speak it into existence. Peyton Wilson is ready to replace PQ. He has brief green dot experience in preseason. That's it. Do you want to make him the green dot full-fledged out like that? I like Peyton Wilson a lot. I think he was underutilized. He didn't get enough playing time last year. But we need to see more before actually giving him that role. You know what I mean? He's got everything we want in a linebacker, but you know, he needs to show himself a little more. With Patrick Graham, I'm hoping he can break out.
We can only hope, man.
Steelers Depot says Cowboys want Patrick Queen. Really? Trade TJ for Pickens and $3. Oh my God. LJ Coolier to the Cardinals? LJ Coolier?
Yep. 1 year, 2.5 mil, according to Jeremy Fowler.
Huh. Well, Dictate said that in the chat too.
Yep.
I forgot this guy was in the league. Wow. Okay. I mean, sure. Good for them, I guess. We need to move up for Downs. I see everyone saying we need to move up for Downs, we need to move up for Styles. I say we need to move up for Lemon. Everyone's got their preferences, but I think the common thinking here is we got 12 picks. Our comp picks have been announced. We got a third, a fourth, and 2-6. Trade up for somebody.
We don't need to keep them all. We don't need to keep them all. We can give some up.
Yeah. Wilson takes terrible angles. He cannot be the dot. No, he can't be the dot yet. Real talk, he cannot be the dot. Not yet. He shows himself, perhaps, but I'm not giving him the green dot. Not this year. I'm giving him the opportunity. I'm giving him a lot of reps, especially in pass coverage, but I'm not giving him the green dot. So that's the thing with Patrick Queen is, yeah, by all means, get rid of him, but you got to have somebody already in line. Jack Harris said the SteelTwins for a fourth. I don't have anything to trade, bro. I got nothing.
I got nothing on me.
Yep, 3-year, $51 million. That includes $34.7 million guaranteed per Drew Rosenhaus, who's also Calvin Austin's new agent.
Yep, that's right.
I'm waiting for Calvin Austin to get picked up. If Jalen Naylor can get 11-something million a year, what's Calvin going to get?
Something similar, maybe? You think?
I don't know. I mean, look at what Tutu Atwell got with the Rams.
Yeah, no.
And that's not panning out.
No, has not at all.
Can we get an F the Ravens? Yeah, fuck the Ravens.
Fuck them.
Their offensive line sucks. Our center's better than your center. Ha ha! You don't have a center. You traded 2 firsts for Max Crosby and let your center walk. Good job. Good job.
Good thing Lamar knows how to run.
Yeah, I know. Do you guys think that Omar gets a quarterback soon? Jacob Frederick? No, I don't, because they're waiting on Aaron Rodgers, and Lord knows when Aaron Rodgers is going to make up his mind.
Pretty much.
Can we get an F the Browns? Yeah, fuck the Browns. Y'all have no quarterback. I can't say that. Neither do we.
They actually have
a starter.
They have 2 Pro Bowlers, or one, because one's a free agent. They have a Pro Bowler. Pro Bowler.
Yeah, Shador's a Pro Bowler. In what world?
Nowadays, today, yeah.
Yeah, Myles Garrett broke the sack record. Guess what? So did TJ. They just gave him a wrong stat. They need a stat correct that on, what was that, Huntley?
Tyler Huntley, yeah. Yeah, that should have been credited.
It's crazy to me how Tyler Huntley's kind of like the Ravens' Charlie Batch. He's just there forever.
Yeah, Ravens kept him, so, yeah. He ain't going anywhere.
Just watch we draft a quarterback. Not this year, man. Not this year.
No.
5th round, maybe. 5th round, by all means. Anything earlier than that, nah. We still need a receiver. We still need 1 or 2 more corners. We need a guard. We need a safety. Nah, man. No quarterback yet. That's for next year. I'm more than willing to be patient for next year. You gotta stack this roster. This team has a lot of players on their rookie contracts. They're bringing in these vets, which is good. You got them locked up. You're going to lock up your own rookie contracts that are coming up soon. We got a young course of talent. Like keep building the roster. I think I said it yesterday. Like the earliest that we can potentially make a run is 2028 if everything pans out. 2026, build the roster. Whatever happens, happens. 2027, go get your quarterback. Let's see how that rookie season goes. If that goes well, 2028 might be our first early opportunity to make a run. But it all depends if everything turns out the way it should. We draft the right guy. The team is nurtured right. We keep drafting well. We extend the right people. The coaching staff actually pans out the way it should. If everything pans out, that might be the earliest chance we got.
Fingers crossed, brother. Really.
It's a patient situation. Joe Flacco. No, Joe Flacco. I'm secretly hoping somebody picks him up because I don't want him. And I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to get that gold Infinity Stone. He's like the NFL Thanos.
Can he just go back to the Jets? One last hoorah over there, and
Why would he want to go to the Jets?
because he played there before, and he could compete there. He wants a shot to compete, according to a report. He would compete for the Jets
Bro, I could compete for the Jets.
as long as Joe Flacco's not here. I don't want Joe.
No one wants Joe. Okay, do you guys generally want Joe Flacco? Like what?
No.
No, we're good. We're good. We're good on all these free agent quarterbacks. If I'm being real with you, I ain't gonna lie.
Or trading for one. No.
When I heard Tua was going to be a free agent, I ain't gonna lie. I was kind of worried. For a brief second, I was kind of worried.
I really wasn't.
Thankfully, he went to the Falcons.
I wasn't. I mean, because remember, Khan says he's looking for an AFC North quarterback, someone that's fit for this division. Tua is not that.
Obviously.
So it's like, I never thought of Tua being a Steeler, and now he's a Falcon, so best of luck to them. But no. Hell, Kyler's not even an AFC North quarterback. I don't think so. I don't think he's fit for it.
No. He doesn't have the size for it.
I guess Joe Flacco is fit for it, right? I mean, like,
Well, yeah, he's a tough guy.
sure.
I think it was him last year. It was shortly after the season.
Was it at the Pro Bowl?
Maybe it was. Actually, I think you're right.
I know what you're talking about.
People, they were talking. What do you think about the unnecessary roughness penalties? He said this is ridiculous. Like it's football. Like all these stupid penalties. It's ridiculous. Like I respect Joe Flacco so much for what he said.
Yeah, what he preached about. No, he's right. He's so right about what he preached.
You can't put your body weight on the quarterback. How? Gravity itself allows it. Like what?
Yeah. I got respect for Joe Flacco. I just don't want him to be the quarterback. I don't.
No.
From one 40+ year old quarterback to the other. Like, let's not go that route.
I think I'm trying to think down the list. Is there really only like one solid older quarterback in the league right now? It's Matthew Stafford. Right?
Pretty much.
He just won MVP.
Stafford's different. But everybody else up there.
Well, Stafford's willing to do things that other quarterbacks his age or older than him can't do. He's willing to work under center. He's willing to run a lot of play action. He's willing to take a hit and hold on to the ball more than 2 seconds.
That's right.
Stafford's different, man. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of think the Rams are gonna make a decent run this year.
All the additions that they're doing, especially at the defense and the cornerback position, I don't know how they don't.
Early prediction, I think Rams are in the NFC Championship game. I wouldn't be surprised if the Bears get there. Seahawks are obviously still going to be in the run because, I mean, they have most of their roster still intact. Maybe the Niners, if they can stay healthy. With Shanahan, the Niners always got a shot. They just need to stay healthy.
Yeah.
They just got Mike Evans, too. Damn, man. The AFC's wide open. The Chiefs are trying to restack. The Patriots, I don't think they're ever going to have an early or as easier schedule as they had last year. The Ravens, can't buy into Lamar. I just can't. Can't buy into Lamar. What other team? Bengals, no.
No, forget about it. Forget about it.
Yep. Patrick Queen has garnered trade interest from numerous teams around the league. One of those teams is rumored to be the Dallas Cowboys. TJ Black just tagged us in a Steelers draft
Headquarter post. Yep. Okay.
Hey, if you can go get Devin Lloyd and trade Queen, I think that's an improvement.
Oh, that's a major improvement. And that's a big splash right there.
There's got to be a reason he's still out there. There's got to be a reason he's still out there. I always say, like, with Omar Khan taught me this, or showed me this, rather. He didn't teach me.
Yeah. You never met the guy.
No. What was it, 2023? Was that his first
It was his
offseason?
first offseason,
Yeah, he
yes.
started trading all these players away. And I thought to myself, damn, no one's safe. Like, no one was safe that year. He
No.
traded Kenny. Or, no, that was 2024. I'm wrong, 2024.
It was 2024.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he traded Kenny. He traded Kendrick Green. He traded Deontay. Like, no one was safe.
No.
So,
He was just cutting the fat off.
Although he brought in Queen, he's not safe. No one's safe, really. He traded Minka.
Traded Pickens.
Trade for Milrow. He's too raw. I didn't even like him last year. There's a lot wrong with his game. There's a lot wrong with Milrow's game.
No, he's still raw. He's still raw.
Let me check Shefty, see if he posted anything. This is the fun part of Frenzy, is you're just watching.
What did you call him?
Shefty.
Okay. That's the first time I heard you call him that. All right.
That's what people call him, right?
I don't recall hearing it before. I don't.
Justin Fields? No, we've been there, done that.
No.
Been there, done that.
No. We were down with the experiment last year, but just seeing how he was with a Jet, just no.
This time last year, Lloyd was being rumored to be traded because of how bad and disappointing he was. Lloyd only played well on his contract year. That's most players, isn't it? Still had a good year last year.
Well, he did well with Campanelli,
Mm-hmm.
the Jaguars DC. He did well under there.
I forgot Ayuk. Yo, is he still out there? Is he, bro?
Is he actually cut?
What's? I think he is.
Is he actually cut?
He's garnering real talk. He's garnering no interest.
Are you surprised? I know. I'm not.
Linked to the Commanders.
Because of Jaden Daniels.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he did say
They have that connection there, which I can 100% see the Commanders doing. But, like, do they want to go through that trouble? Like, bro, all this guy had to do was show up at the facility to get his money, and he said no. Now, what a terrible contract.
Such a good player too.
A
Such a good
terrible ending to his Niner career.
Such a good player.
And it's his fault. I'm sorry. It's his fault. Like, he was out all of last year due to injury, but even then, like, you still can't even be a team player and show up to the facility.
Geno Smith, no. As far as no one signed him yet either. Ayuk is smoking meth with Deontay somewhere. What's Deontay up to? He out of the league?
I don't think he's with a team.
Now I'm curious. Where is he at?
Was he with, like, 3 different teams last year?
Probably.
Yeah, he's a free agent.
Yeah, he was with the Browns last year.
That's right.
And he didn't make the roster. And he hasn't been anywhere since.
Yeah, well, there you go.
He'll be one of those names that just comes out of nowhere in 2 years, signs on the practice squad, starts catching passes because of all the injuries. He's one of, like a Sterling Shepard, right? Like one of those guys.
As long as he behaves, maybe.
Say Amalu to the Cardinals?
For real?
The chat just said it.
For real?
Whoa.
Are we serious?
Refreshing.
That's what I'm doing too. I'm seeing posts from 4 hours ago, like I care. Yo, like, come on. Is this legit?
Let me check Schefter.
I'm not calling you guys liars. I just want to make sure.
Maybe Rappaport put it. Who put it? Rappaport, Schefter, Schultz? Oh, Rappaport.
Rappaport.
The Cardinals are signing free agent guard Isaac Seumalo per me and Mike Garafolo. The former Steelers starter will sign a 3-year, $31.5 million deal.
Wow.
Roughly $10 million a year. I wasn't signing him back for that.
No, neither was I.
Well, it's official, guys. We need a guard. We have lost our starting left guard, and we don't have that. We need a guard.
Yeah, that's $10.5 million for Seumalo on average per year. 10.5.
We need a guard.
Yes, we do. Oh, boy.
Could Vega be the pick in the first round? Do we go get a Elijah Vera Tucker? Do we go get a Elton Jenkins? As he's a free agent now, move him back to guard. Yeah, he's going to Arizona. There, go figure. Another Steeler going to the Steelers graveyard.
He gone. He gone, man. He better block for my guy Connor though, for real.
Yeah. It makes sense that most of our guys go over to the graveyard in Arizona. A lot of them do.
It was Lamar Woodley, Jarvis Jones.
Wasn't Brian McFadden one of them too?
Brian McFadden was until he came back to the Steelers at one point. Arthur Motes was a Cardinal.
Arthur Motes was a shout to Motes.
Yep, shout out to Motes. Isaac Sayamalo now.
James Conner.
Didn't
we have a couple of receivers that went there? Bruce Arians, coach.
Yeah.
Ken Wisenhunt,
Coach.
William Gay. Wasn't he with them at one point?
He was there for a year until he came back to the Steelers.
Yo, they be taking. It makes sense because I think what year was it?
Was it
44? Weren't they like a combined team, like Card Pit or something?
It was Card Pit because of World War II.
That's right.
Because of World War II, so they just gelled the team. I don't think that team won a single game.
No. Oh, you don't think Vega goes to? I mean, he could go top 10. He's arguably the best guard.
1944 temporary football team that merged due to World War II military service. They went 0-10.
Marcus Gilbert's another one. Man, that's a throwback.
I forgot about Marcus Gilbert. Kelvin Beachum.
Roy Lopez, yeah. Kelvin Beachum, yeah. Damn.
The list goes on and on and on.
Didn't Byron Leftwich go there? Or am I tripping? I'm thinking of the Bucks, maybe.
No, it was the Bucks.
Yeah, Joey Porter went there too. Yeah, senior.
Holy God.
Walworth says,
Alan Faneca.
Shit.
Oh my God. Holy crap.
They love our leftovers. Damn.
Sure.
Roy Lopez just signed to the Cards. Of course he did. Roy Lopez just signed with the Cards. Cardinals is just signing anybody they can at this point.
Yep.
Swear to God. They're signing literally anybody that they can. Check on Brian Thomas news. He will be traded. Where? Let me search it. But yeah, we need a guard. We need a guard.
Yep. Left guard is now, it's got to be the next position they have to address. It has to be. No doubt about it now. Now that Samuel is gone, yeah.
There's no news on Brian Thomas.
No, I'm not seeing anything. I am not seeing a thing.
Now, anyone that were to trade for Brian Thomas, the new team would acquire a $2.1 million guarantee in 2026, $2.8 million guarantee in 2027, and a fifth-year option.
Of course.
The Jags will only suffer $3.7 million dead cap hit.
So it's basically, the only issue is that they would have wasted a first-round pick.
Would y'all trade for Brian Thomas? Yes or no? Would y'all trade for Brian Thomas? See, a team that makes sense to trade for him is New England.
That makes the most sense, yes. That would make sense. That I can see. Give Drake May a very young and talented wide receiver one.
TJ, I think that's the spam account. Adam Farrell, I think that's a spam account that chat was warning.
If it's Adam Farrell, don't believe that guy.
Oh yeah, Larry Foote was a Cardinal too. Wow, the list just keeps going on.
Larry Foote, yes.
Mendenhall.
Yeah, Mendenhall did go there.
Reed Blankenship to the Texans. The
Really?
exciting white, one half of the exciting whites is going to Houston.
Really? Reed Blankenship's a Texan?
Going to the chat.
Okay. I didn't think he'd go there, but all right.
Reed Blankenship, huh? Really? The Texans? Oh, DeMeco Ryans might get something out of them.
3-year, $24.75 million for Reed Blankenship to Houston.
It's not a bad deal.
That's actually not terrible.
I thought he'd get doubled. $8 million a year is kind of. Oh yeah, Jonathan Dwyer Dobbs was one too. Jesus, yo, we're gonna be here all night talking about former Steelers turned Cardinals.
Oh my God, the list just. God, where's the Jericho list?
Yeah, right. Wallace says get both Iowa guards. Yeah, Dunker and Stevens. I like either. I like either, honestly. I really like Stevens as a day 3 option, early day 3.
Oh, Dunker, he's definitely got the mullet. He's got the look. There's no doubt about it.
I move him right over to the left side. Or if you want to move McCormick back over to the left, since he played that at South Dakota State, put Dunker at right, since he played on that right side primarily at Iowa. Could do that. Vega, listen, you can trade up for Vega if you wanted to. There's an offensive lineman you want to trade up for, you go get that behemoth of a guy.
You get Vega.
Oh, we need a guard, bro. We like if we're gonna sign a position, that's the next one we need.
Maybe it's one of those situations where they don't address guard and free agency, kind of like what they did with center before they drafted Frazier in the second round. Maybe it's deja vu right with the guard right here.
Let me look up the remaining free agents at guard. Elton Jenkins, obviously, that's one of them. Elijah Vera Tucker, that's one of them. Wyatt Teller, he's 31. Kevin Zeeler, he's 36.
Is Wyatt Teller left or right? Well, it doesn't matter.
He's right.
I mean, with guards, they can move over to the left and they can still be fine. Really not that big of a deal.
Tell that to Kevin Dotson with the Steelers.
Well, that's fair.
Kevin
That's
Zeeler's
fair.
36. James Daniels, he's had 2 straight season-ending injuries. No bueno. Evan Neal, what a bust. Mekhi Becton,
No. No, I don't think you move him to left guard.
No, I wouldn't.
He's a mauler in the run game. I'm not denying
Kevin
that.
Jenkins, he's versatile as hell. He's played every position possible, so he'd be cheap. Mostly depth, in my opinion, but there's that. There's not a lot of. I don't want Philly Lee. He's trash. There's not a lot.
It's kind of thin.
Guys, we might be going guard early.
Might be guard first round. Who knows?
Get Kevin Zeeler. He's still pretty good. Veteran, could develop a young guy from the draft. If he's like a 1-year rental,
While you still draft a guy, that might be the route they go.
I'd still draft a guy. I'd rather still draft.
That's what I mean. Like draft a guy, but have a veteran. I don't know.
The redhead in the draft at guard, 2nd round. Are you talking Jennings Dunker? Is that what you're talking about? My draft crush is Jacob Rodriguez. Mine too. That guy's electric. Needs to clean up the tackle a little bit, but bro, he's a turnover machine.
Yep, big time.
Yeah, he's gonna be a bit older. He's like a 24-year-old rookie. Whatever, bro. The guy's electric.
Just fits the Omar Khan profile.
Yeah, Isaac Sayamalu's gone, guys. So we have lost today Kenneth Gainwell. We have lost James Pierre, and now officially Isaac Sayamalu.
They're gone.
Steelers have lost 3 essential, pretty much starters last year. While they did keep Asante Samuel Jr., Cole Holcomb, they traded for Pitman and signed Jamel Dean, which I would say is a good day for the Steelers.
A very active day for them, for sure. For day one.
Because although, we lost arguably 3 starters in Sayamalu, Pierre, and Gainwell, they're replaceable. We already replaced Pierre.
Yeah, because, I mean, if you looked at the free agency list that the Steelers had that were soon to be free agents, it was only a handful that we were really debating on, like, they should have brought back. Like, Gainwell should have been brought back, right? Or Pierre or Samuel. It was like 3, maybe 4 guys that we consider bringing back. But everybody else, they're replaceable.
I agree. Like, Gainwell and Pierre at the top of my list, and they're both gone.
Which is unfortunate, but you got Samuel as that insurance policy because you signed Jamel Dean. And everybody else, I mean, that's what the draft's for, right? With the 12 picks, replaceable.
So the way I see it, everyone else can kind of walk, right? DJ Doomy with a 5 says, I just wanted to say thank you to you guys. I lost my love of Steelers football for a long time, but when I found your channel in 2024, it revived it.
DJ, man.
I'm glad we could do that for you. I'm glad to have you here, man.
It's our honor, DJ. We appreciate you.
Looks like Patrick Queen rumor might have some truth to it. Alan Saunders is retweeting it. Really?
Okay.
He's a big part of Steelers media, so he must know something.
Someone's got to know something.
Will we keep Queen? But listen, at this point, I think Queen's gone. Khan had glowing things to say about him, but maybe he was trying to hype up the GMs.
Has Queen said anything on social media?
Sign Dre Greenlaw? Just not the same guy anymore.
No, that Achilles injury, you could tell he just has not been the same player.
That's so unfortunate, too. In the Super Bowl and the way it happened, and
It's really unfortunate. It sucks because I mean Greenlaw's a dog. You know, he's a hard worker. You know, he worked hard to come back from that injury. I mean, even Denver let him go, bro. I don't know, man.
Why is this thing not working? There we go.
Browns are signing former Jets linebacker Quincy Williams to a 2-year deal worth a max of $17 million.
Okay. So that's their Devin Bush replacement.
I suppose. Former All-Pro. That's enough for the Browns to get him. All right. Well, they got a new linebacker.
I'll say that if they're going to trade Queen, this can't be another Pickens situation where, they trade him, but they don't have no fix. We'll just figure it out later. No, you need to have a fix. They need to. I'm all for trading Queen. I was thinking maybe they'd cut him. Then Khan said what he said at the combine. I was like, oh, maybe he's going to stay. Now, I don't know. Rumors are picking up, and Cowboys, man, they need all the linebacking help they can get.
Who are their linebackers again? And one of them, the Notre Dame guy, the long-haired dude. What was his name? Was he like a third rounder for him last year?
Notre Dame?
Yeah, Notre Dame linebacker. What was it? Maurice Lufau? I definitely butchered his name. He's got long hair. He's a Samoan. The DeMarvin Overshown, of course. How could I forget? They have Overshown. The guy's a beast. When he's healthy, the guy's a dog. He's flashy. But I mean,
we might have to trade, bro.
They still need a lot of help.
Damn. We might have to trade up, man. We're gonna have to trade up for something. Not exactly a good guard free agency market. Not a good year to have to replace guard, isn't it? I mean, there's options in the draft, though. I think you can get a solid day 2 guy in the draft for guard.
You could do that, yep.
If you're asking who's my favorite up at that list, day 2, it's Kalen Rutledge from Georgia Tech. That guy's a dog. I'm going to give y'all a name. Let me know what y'all think. Spencer Fano? Did I say his name right? From Utah, I think. He ain't going to be a tackle. His arm length's too short. Is it possible the Steelers look his way and move him to guard?
Maybe.
Because he's not a tackle. His arm length is as little as Will Campbell. What do y'all think of that? Y'all think that they could draft him and then move him to guard? Because he's going to be a guard in the next level. That's going to happen. I kind of thought maybe the Ravens would have took him, but they don't have their pick.
No, they don't. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
Listen, I'm just looking at options here, man. Fuck, we need a guard. Oh, yeah, I saw they had him taking center reps. Yeah, he's trying to find a spot anywhere, man. I don't know. Caden Proctor, Omar Cooper. I like both guys. Move Broderick to guard? Well, he's not even going to be healthy for training camp.
No. Wait, what?
What?
Cardinals are signing former 49ers wide receiver Kendrick Bourne. 2-year, $11 million deal. 11.47 deal with a max value of 16.47 mil. Really? Arizona's just signing people.
They're just trying to sign.
They're just signing people. Okay. Whatever they want to do.
Bourne to the Cardinals. Okay. I mean, listen, Kendrick Bourne, he did good for the Niners last year. Was it the Niners he was with?
Yeah, he was with the Niners. Yeah, he did well. Up. He did well with the injuries that Niners always deal with, but he connected well with Mac Jones.
Left tackle Braxton Jones back to the Bears on a 1-year deal worth up to $10 million. Okay. It's good on them. Dylan Cook to guard. Just a thought? Not a bad idea. He played real good at tackle, though, and we need a tackle. So, do you also, I don't know, do you go through the process of, do you want to move someone to guard? Or do you want, a natural fit? Like Like the Steelers, they've been trying to move people to certain positions, mostly under the Colbert era, and it didn't pan out. So do you want to try to get someone to shift over to the position? You want to get like a natural fit there. Yeah, I think Dylan Cook's just going to be a tackle.
Yeah, I'd keep him at tackle.
I like Pregnon too if we were to trade back. It's another option. I like him too.
Mm-hmm.
Steelers have Spencer Anderson. He can play guard. Yeah, but he's not a starter. He might have had first-team reps to start camp the last 2 years because Sayamalu was hurt, but he's not a starter. Yeah, dictate. I agree. Yeah, he says 100% want a natural fit. I just see them trying it. So I don't blame you for thinking it. Anything's possible. But man, yeah, it seems like we need a tackle and we need a guard, especially now. I think it's just asking too much for Dylan Cook to be relied on, and we just have no one at guard.
I mean, Cook showcased that he's capable, but
we might be going O-line heavy again, folks.
We could be, yeah.
That's not a bad thing either. That's not a bad thing either at all because I think it's quite necessary. Man. We got to see what the Steelers do. There's still certain free agents out there. Now, I still think Elton Jenkins is going to be signed. Like, I think he'll be the guard for this year at least. Like, I want us to still draft a guard or go get like a permanent fix, but something tells me they're just going to sign Jenkins.
Just kind of seems that way, doesn't it?
Kind of does.
Just based off the connections with Jenkins and A-Rod and how long he was there in Green Bay and whatnot.
At tackle, I have no idea. They're definitely going to give Dylan Cook a shot. But is he going to be the guy or the fix? Time will tell. But not without competition. And Lord knows when Brody's going to get healthy. I don't know, man. Christopher Turner says Pitman is an excellent pickup. I agree. I like Pitman. Now, can we go get another USC Trojan? Going Trojan in the first round for 4 straight years is crazy, not going to lie. Yeah, but it's their trend. It's their trend, man. It's all Omar knows how to do in the first. Let's just go trenches. Let's go line, no matter what. Right?
Well, tackles off the board. Braxton Jones, Bears left tackle. He is resigning with the Bears on a 1-year deal worth $10 million.
Yep. That is officially confirmed.
Yeah, there it is. So that's a tackle off. Damn.
Early wide receiver, then smashed the lineman with trade-ups. I could see that too. I still want receiver first round, but I am very well aware that the left side of that line needs help. It needs help. Like maybe I was undermining that need. Now I'm starting to see we don't have options anymore. At least not options we can fall back on from our own core. We got Cook, that's it. At guard, we don't got nobody. Anderson is that jumbo guy, and that's it. He shouldn't start unless, God forbid, he needs to be an emergency option, right? 6 picks, six picks, first 3 rounds, and cap space. I trust Omar. Then we're going to go heavy. We're going to go heavy on the line. We got to get a receiver and maybe another corner or safety. Somewhere in the secondary. We have 5 picks in the top 100. So I'm thinking one's going to be a receiver, one's going to be a guard, one's going to be somewhere in the secondary, and the other's got to be some other part of the trenches, whether that's D-line or that's tackle, right? We will get a good guard in the draft. We don't need to waste cap space on retreads. I agree. I think a day 2 guard, unless you want to grab someone like Vega early on, is an option. I think that's probably the best way to go. At that point, your entire line is nothing but rookie contracts, and that's not an awful thing because that means you have a young, intact line for whatever quarterback you're going to have. Not a bad way to go. To have a very young trenches. I mean, you're talking about a trenches group that is ideally to lock down for 10 years, right?
Pretty much.
That's the whole point of going trenches early. That's all he's done. They're going to go trenches early again, no matter what. In the first, Lord knows, man. Lord knows.
It's not out the realm of possibility. Again, they could go with the trend. And looking at the situation right now, they could do it. It's not out the realm of possibility.
Yeah.
Honestly, at this point, depending on what they do the rest of free agency, it might be a necessity. If they go that route, I'm not going to hate it because trenches are important, no doubt about it.
Right. But, guys, it's 7 o'clock, and we have a bunch of free agents off the market, but there are still a lot more off the market. There's Brisker, there's Cross, there's Juwan Jennings still, there's Rasheed Walker. Who else is there? There's so many. Devin Lloyd. I'm trying to think who else. I mean, there's so many other names out there, right? I mean, we're still going to get all kinds of news and stuff coming out, right? And now there's Patrick Queen rumor coming around.
A lot to keep an eye out for.
There's still a lot more to happen. Yeah, Rasheed Walker's a free agent. Maybe they grab him to be the tackle.
Maybe.
D-Meds with a 199 says, with 3/3, we can get a decent guard. Absolutely. We got Mason McCormick in the 4th. I think we can definitely get a quality guard day 2.
Yep.
Like, if we go into the draft with no guard, you can damn well bet that early day 1, day 2, they're going to go get a guard. You see my update comment on the Patrick Queen update? I have not. Where's that at?
Real talk, we can't go for Edmonds. He went to the Giants.
Yeah.
He is going to be a New York Giant, so
Right.
that option's gone. Is there an update?
No, not that I can see. Ian Carmexon with a 2. DJ Moore for a 2nd rounder. Michael Pittman Jr. for a 7th. Yeah, when you put it in that context, damn, when you put it in that context, that's actually pretty good. You think of it that way. You guys should look into Billy Schrouth, left guard from Notre Dame. I have looked at him. I like a lot of his game.
Another underrated guard in the mid-rounds, yeah.
Didn't the Steelers? Well, first of all, Notre Dame guys. I mean,
You can't go wrong with them.
Notre Dame linemen. I mean, come on.
Can't go
It's like
wrong
Ohio
with them.
State receivers or Notre Dame tight ends or Iowa tight ends, right? They just flesh out like it's nothing. It's insane. What about Queen in a 1st for Jalen Carter? That's not enough. That's not enough for Jalen Carter.
No, Eagles are going to be, they're going to be asking for a heavy price.
Or the Steelers. If someone says the
Well,
Steelers are looking into Jalen Carter. You know, it's going to cough up 2 first-rounders for Carter, right? We're in no position to do that. We are in no position.
It's not like a Ravens situation or a Rams situation or even a Cowboy situation.
It's not going to be enough.
No.
It's just
Not the right situation. Steelers can't afford it.
No, that just doesn't make sense. The Steelers trading for Carter as of now doesn't make sense.
No.
Like, I get why you say that. It's just we don't have a quarterback. We need the picks to go get a quarterback. Trading for Carter right now doesn't make sense. For a team that has everything in mind except that missing piece, that makes sense. We don't have that yet. How about Queen for Thomas? If Devin Lloyd's off the market and the Jags, listen, that might work. Not player for player, but that might be an even little trade out. You trade Queen and some extra capital for BTJ.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know, man. I'm not going to get my hopes up.
Maybe.
I'm not going to get my hopes up. But all I know is that more news is to come, obviously. And we need still safety help. We need depth there at least. We need another guard. We're still waiting on the word of A-Rod. This Patrick Queen news is getting all crazy, so anything can happen at any moment in time. There's still a ton of free agents out there.
A lot to monitor, Steelers Nation.
It's a lot more to come about.
And it's just day one. It's just day one.
It's a lot more to come about, and I'm excited. But today, I would say, has been a W for the Steelers. Did they lose Gainwell, Pierre, and Sayamalu? Yes. But they already replaced Pierre. You know they're going to replace Sayamalu at some point. And Gainwell, it sucks to see him go, but props to him, man. And
happy for Gainwell, dude.
We'll see what they do. They might sign a running back.
There's White. There's Dodal.
They might draft somebody.
They could do that too. Maybe day 3, particularly. Maybe they give Caleb Johnson the chance. We have to find out.
Absolutely. It's gonna be crazy. But all we know is that more is to come, and I'm very excited to see what the Steelers do next.
And the Steelers, I feel they can't be done. They are far from done.
No, but guys, they traded for Michael Pittman, a late round swap, and they gave him a new contract to cut that cap hit in half and extend him. And they got a new wide receiver too, along with DK. That doesn't take wide receiver off the board early. I'm still going receiver early.
But 2 moves I can say that I didn't expect Khan and the Steelers to do, but I'm glad that they did.
Yeah, they got Pitman Jr. and they made a splash for Jamel Dean, fixing wide receiver 2 and fixing cornerback 2. I'm very happy with what the Steelers have done so far. It's a W day, the first day of the legal tampering period. We'll see what they do for the rest of the night. And tomorrow, and of course Wednesday, there's more to come.
So let's see if they can continue to build upon all this.
And we'll see if this Patrick Queen news has any more spark.
Is there smoke to this potential fire?
Maybe
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Maybe we trade Caleb Johnson for a 12-pack of Coke.
Make it Diet Cokes.
Barg's root beer. Or orange soda.
I think I take the root beer.
There you go.
I take the root beer.
No, man, let's go. We'll see if we give him an opportunity. But yeah, Josh, I agree. Pittman and Dean were stellar. I'm very happy with their additions. Very happy that they fixed 2 of the biggest needs. Now they got more needs to worry about. Con, I'm hoping you're awake and you're trying to do something. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping we get at least one more trade, whether that's trading someone away or trading someone here. I just like trade news. It just gets me amped up a little bit. We'll see what happens. With that being said, guys, thank y'all so much for tuning in. It's been, how long have we been live? 3 hours?
Almost 3. Just like 3 minutes short of 3 hours.
Oh, we went live 3 hours yesterday, 3 hours today, essentially.
Maybe we go again tomorrow. Maybe Wednesday. It really depends on how more active the Steelers are going to be. What other extra news are going to come out within the next couple days?
Yes, but keep in mind, we will keep you guys updated and give our own personal opinions regarding everything that happens throughout the week. And follow us on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, for immediate thoughts and updates regarding pretty much everything that happens, because that's where you guys can get a first view of how we feel about certain things. So with that being said, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank y'all for hanging out. It's always a good time. Great to be back on the lives again.
Yes, sir.
And more to come later this week. We will definitely be live again later this week for more Steelers news and more Steelers craziness. It's starting good. They got on a good note. Con, keep it running. Keep that train running. Let's get some more pieces fixed. Let's go. So with that being said, y'all enjoy the rest of your night. For all we know, we might have some more news and we might be live later tonight. I don't know.
You never know. When it comes to Omar Khan, you never know.
Never know. But with that being said, we'll see you into the next one. Here we go, Steelers. Michael Pittman, Jamel Dean. Welcome to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later. Peace!